trash and everything else, and don't tell me you're not.
Okay. I'm ready. Can I get some coffee? It was echoing for the longest time. Oops. I'm gonna make some coffee real quick and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. Test. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well in this beautiful morning. We have coffee and it's waking me up. I don't know why I didn't drink the coffee sooner. I kind of like saying the word coffee. Sorry, I was responding to a tweet. Here we go. All right, so what's good, everybody? Crypto Hodl here. I got my SHIB shirt. I bought this last year when SHIB was popping off, and SHIB hasn't done shit since then. So don't take it up with me. Take it up with them. But we're gonna be playing the Harvest today. Hopefully. I'm in queue and I'm in queue and SA. All right, so we're gonna hop in queue. There are some people that are active in chat right now, so we're gonna try and play the Harvest. For those of you who don't know what the Harvest is, it is I think it's free to play. I'm pretty sure it's free to play game. It's a free to play hero shooter that uses cards to use different abilities. It also it's also utilizing blockchain technology, NFTs. If you don't know what that is, you should. It's okay if you don't though. A lot of people don't know about NFTs. A lot of people think NFTs are just rug pulls and scams. And the truth of the NFT scene is that it's not rug pulls and scams. It's just a tool that people can use. And a lot of people have focused on doing bad things with it. Thus, we get the results we've been seeing. So we're in queue. We were in queue yesterday. We didn't find a match. Hopefully we find a match today. We're going to be patient. We are going to be patient. I'm going to take the headphones off so I can talk. I don't know why, but like lately, whenever I hear music, I'm not able to talk thoroughly and clearly. But yeah. So I guess we can go over the collection of cards here. I really don't know what all this is, to be honest. I kind of want to just dive into the game and play. But this is the character that I want to use. Sahad. He's got a grapple, which is similar to Pathfinder. He also has a cool looking gun. Apparently he has lifesteal, death shot. Now, I think these are cards that are in my deck that I can use. I'm just going to read each one of them. Striking Dome for active duration seconds, increase bullet hit collider. Long distance hook, increase hook distance by 20% and stun enemies. Where's my chat? There's my chat. There we go. Someone got warned for doing a mass message. All right, so we're just waiting right now. We're gonna read it. We're gonna read the cards. Long distance hook, movement boots, increase your movement speed by 10%. Ring protection, ignore ring damage for the next 5 seconds. Cool. I'm assuming you can activate these in game. Like, I don't think they're just like things you use, but we'll see how that goes. Shield, increase your shield by 10%. Death shot for 10 seconds, kill any enemy hero that receives 3 of your shots. 20 segs. I guess that's like segments. Life steal, that's cool. You get some life steal in the game. During 10 seconds, what is that? Hushing mushrat? I think they should change the font on this a little bit so we can read it a little bit better. During 10 seconds after the activation of this card, or maybe even add like a stroke to the outside of the outlining of the actual hushing mushrats. It's kind of hard to read with this background here. After the activation of this card, silence any enemy for 3 seconds. Tenacity guard. Increase your tenacity by 10%. Veil, put a veil on your hero. Petrification. Petrificate your hero for 5 seconds. Hidden tactics. While your HP are more than 80%, increase your weapon damage by 10%. Regeneration, increase your regeneration by 10%. And monster damage, increase your monster damage by 10%. I don't know what that means, but hopefully we can find out today. You know, instead of, I hate to be like I don't want to be like the guy that's like, you should do this and that, but like, I think that the feedback is good to have. So I think one thing they could do to make this screen more interesting is just showing like a scene, maybe like a scene of them shooting or fighting, or maybe the character that you want to play, that you can pre-select like Apex does. And then at some place, I'm sure they'll have, or sometimes they'll have like a marketplace, kind of like Apex does. Basically anything that a AAA game does well. Also, I want to mention, there's no ability to change the way that the sound is. So there's no sound controls. A little bit of an oversight there, design wise, but I hope that they fix that, because yes, I can just use the actual mixer, but I would rather use like something else. So, or I'd rather use something in game. That way I don't have to go to Windows and do it. Okay. I could take a personality test on stream just because I'm curious. So while we wait, at least. So let's try that. As someone is interested in my personality type. So I could totally do that while we're waiting. Oh, this is the one that I was doing, but I stopped doing it on my phone. All right, so while we wait, I'm gonna do a personality test. You regularly make new friends. Regularly means like all the time, and I don't really agree with that statement. I'm kind of in the neutral. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Absolutely. Seeing other people cry can make you feel like you want to cry too. No. If I see someone cry, I kind of want to solve the problem if they're my peer. If they're a random person, I try and stay away from it, because it could be something set up, or like they might blame it on me. I don't know. I just don't want to get involved if I don't know someone. And I want to say, like, the most times that I've ever seen someone cry in a public setting, for people that I don't know, it's been like drunk people, usually girls. So I just stay away. I mean, they have their people. Like, why would I have to fix them? You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. So the backup plan today is, if we can't find a match, we will just play some other games. For a little bit, because I think what I'm gonna do here, if the weather clears up, I'll just go to the gym tonight instead of in the morning, even though I would like to go in the morning all the time. This morning it's like kind of icy and snowy out. It's not, the app said it was snowing, but it's like not snowing outside. It's just not. So And then the forecast, it says until when? So like the entire day is supposed to have like a chance of rain or a chance of snow until like 4 p.m. And then the entire day it's supposed to be like in the 30s. So like I'm going to go do my gym stuff later on today. Just because like right now it might be kind of icy and rainy and stuff. And I'd rather wait till things dry up a little bit and then I'll go out. So yeah, make a backup plan for a backup plan. Sort of, yes, but not all the time. Sometimes if the plan is ruined, then I kind of just give up on the day, which is it's not the best thing to do, but it is what it is. You need to stay calm under a lot of pressure. I think the last short that I uploaded kind of says otherwise, but I wouldn't say that me yelling at my teammate is not me being like not under control. I was just trying to get a point across, and then I was upset that my point wasn't reached to the end user. So I'm gonna say neutral. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. That is 100% facts. I'm trying to work on that, but honestly, if someone walks up to me and talks, I'll talk to them, but I will never initiate conversation with strangers. Unless there's like an event involved. And I know it says social events, but like it has to be a specific thing. Like for instance, I went to a League of Legends 3v3 tournament or 2v2 tournament. Was it 3v3 or 2v2? I think it was 2v2. No, it was 2v2. It was a 2v2 League of Legends tournament. And let's make sure. So we did a League of Legends 2v2 tournament, and this guy didn't have a teammate. I didn't have a teammate, so we became friends. So that's the only reason why I will talk to people is if there's an event involved, meaning like if there's a game that's being played, basketball, volleyball, Smash Brothers Ultimate, League of Legends, any like fighting games, any of those games, when there's an actual interaction that takes place, that's where I'm like more suited to talk to people. But like just to walk up and like start a conversation out of thin air, that is not my forte at all. I'm trying to work on it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like I also have this thing where at the gym, like I don't talk to anybody unless I know them. And it's like, well, how do you meet people at the gym if you don't talk to them? And it's like, dude, when I'm at the gym, I'm trying to do some killer things. Like I'm trying to like, you know, get swole. I'm trying to focus on my set and all that shit. And yeah, I might smile or ask if you're using something, or maybe they ask me if I'm using that piece of equipment. But if not, then like we have nothing to talk about. And then like maybe if I'm wrapping it up and I'm kind of done and I'm looking around, that's where you can talk to me. Or that's where I might talk to someone.
Yo.
Hello? Oh, I forgot I was in here.
Did I scare you?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I was like, who's in my ears right now?
I saw you in here and I was like, I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting to queue. I don't know if we'll find a game, but I'm doing a personality test in the meantime.
Personality test? What's that?
So there's like personality types that Myers-Briggs made. I don't know like when or where they did this, but
you're doing one for you. Okay. I thought you were talking about in game. Yeah, I've experienced that in sales training and stuff like that.
Yeah, someone was asking me, and I did it a couple years back, and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the login or the website either. So I decided to just try a new thing. So she sent me a link, and I'm going through it right now. Just trying to answer it to the best of my ability.
Cool.
Have you played the game yet?
No, but I'm gonna put something on Twitter right now showing the card system and just something, right? So we can get the game out there. So maybe, and I'm like pretty much asking people to play this game with me.
Yeah, same.
So
I just
I'm hoping they will do something, you know. So
same because I just I tweeted my live stream, and I got my
nice.
thumbnail there, and I actually put at the Harvest game, so I tagged them in it. So like maybe they can retweet it. Wink, wink. To like
Yeah, and
get
then we
some
can
kind
put
of
it.
engagement.
You're in the waypoint too, right? So we can put it as the tweet to boost or whatever. So
What's the way? What's the waypoint?
Spike's thing, Spike's Discord. Are you in it or no?
Uh, I don't.
Waypoint Gaming.
I don't think so. No, no. I did join it. I just don't know where it is. I'm
Yeah,
in so many discords.
there's a social boost in there. If he put you as one of his content creators there, you can post one of your Twitters. There's like 43 people in there, and sometimes like maybe like 2 or 3 of them will actually boost it. But still, it's like better than nothing, right? Because the ones that do
Yeah.
boost, they have some sort of following.
Where do I sign up for that?
Um, I don't know. I don't. He reached out to me. I think he reaches out to everybody. I'll tell him about you if you're not in it, and pretty much anybody that creates content too. Like I don't have that much out there. I've only been doing it for maybe 3 weeks or something. So I'm sure
Yeah.
let me. I'll tell him.
Yeah, I reached
Quick.
out to him on Twitter, so we've talked before. That would be awesome. Because
Yeah.
Bryson hopped in my stream the other night and was like, he tweeted that night like we need to just put people on like lurk, and I'm like, that's what I used to do on Twitter, or not Twitter, on Twitch.
Lurk was a big thing.
Yeah, but I moved on to YouTube because I'm trying to grow the entire platform with like shorts and videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go, bro. Because I mean, I streamed for a long time, for many years, and you you grind a following that it's because there's no value, bro. You know, they're not ever gonna go back and watch your old streams ever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So there has to be value in the content and in the YouTube Shorts and YouTube. Just putting it on YouTube, it's always going to be out there, and it's going to help you grow continuously. So those business models are way better than streaming, because streaming takes hours and hours and hours, and you can create a piece of content in literally like 3 minutes. I just created a piece right now in like fucking 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, so I streamed Apex 2 nights ago, and then I used one of my clips, or I put a couple clips together and made it into a short. And so like it's like you can multitask way better on YouTube, I think. Like you can use
Do you,
like you could always use content from your Twitch channel, but I'm just like, why not just have it in one spot? Like why do I have to make people go from one spot to the other? You know what I mean?
do you ever record anything outside of when you're streaming, or do you just record little clips for when you're streaming?
I haven't posted a video in a while because it does take a little time, and like I've figured like shorts are quicker and live streams are quicker, and there are topics that I want to cover for videos, but I just haven't done it in a while. It's been like a week almost.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's like a trial and error, you know. Like we all trying different things. I'm trying a bunch of new stuff, different ways to start a video, end a video, things like that. And the
Yeah.
content creator space that I'm in with them is good, and it's valuable. Like he could definitely charge money for that, but he doesn't. So that's pretty cool of him.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it'd be valuable to have a space where it's a lot of like-minded individuals that actually talk to each other, because there they don't talk to each other that much. They just boost each other's posts every so often, you know. And Spike is the one pretty much talking to everybody every so often, but I haven't had a conversation single with anybody there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much a community within other communities, and that's kind of what Web3 is right now. It's not to the point where it's kind of a mainstream where you have like different people, like you have your Call of Duty people and you have your Rocket League people, and then there's even overlap in those industries. So like it's all very niche, and like I like that like everyone's trying to work together and no one's really undercut. I've never really seen anyone like, at least the big creators and some of the smaller creators like us that are undercutting each other. Like everyone's trying to like use each other to like boost each other and like also like highlight each other for what they're bringing to the table. Because it's kind of like that mentality of Twitter Spaces. Like the whole secret sauce of Twitter Space, in my opinion, is like you open the floor or you open the discussion to the floor, and like you may not know what to say, because I've been listening for months in Twitter Spaces, just listening and seeing what's going on. But like someone invited me to speak, and I spoke up, and people like resonated with what I said, and I kept speaking up at different time or at different Twitter Spaces, and so like that's how I'm growing a following. Is people are hearing the heart that I wear on my sleeve, and like even today, this morning, there was a Twitter Space that I was in that I was like talking about exactly that. Like no one really wanted to hear my voice, but on Twitter Spaces, people are allowing me to speak, and they follow up with me and all that stuff. So like it's building like a sense of community for me, because I didn't have that in 2021. Like all the moon bags were pumping and all that stuff, but like I didn't have no community. I didn't have no one to like celebrate with, I didn't have nobody to like be like, what are you doing? I had no like conversation besides myself, or like people like angry on Twitter that they didn't get in at a certain time, or they were angry because the prices shot down after Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live. Like that was my community. So. Yeah,
it's hard to build a really solid foundation in this space right now, because it's a lot of them are people that ROI boys and girls,
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like that's sick that you're able to, you enjoy it, right? Like talking to people that are like-minded in the space, and that's something that we don't have in our normal lives, right? Nobody gives a shit about this outside of me that I know in real life, bro. To be honest, like nobody does. Sure. My wife doesn't. My parents. The only one that you could tell is like super interested and cares is my dad. Yeah. My dad straight up told me like, that sounds great, son. You should probably just do that. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, if the worst case scenario, you have a house here. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you should just do it, son. Like, my dad's trying to like vicariously live through me. He's like, take a chance. It sounds like a good opportunity. Just jump in and go. I was like, okay,
bro. My dad.
Like, other than that, like, no.
My dad was like, how do I say? So he was like, when I first talked about Bitcoin, like back in 2018, when it was like popping off, I was like, Dad, or I think it was end of 2017 into 2018. I was like, Dad, this stuff is taking off. It's going to take over. And he's like, nah, it's just a Ponzi scheme, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, Dad, like, I'll let you keep thinking that. And then like a few years later, 2020 hits, like COVID hits or whatever, we bond over stocks. And we're talking stocks, like what stock should we get, whatever. And then I bring to him the attention of all these cryptos like XRP and Ethereum, HBAR, Cardano, all these different ones. And then I find out like a year later, he's telling me about Solana. And I'm like, wait, what?
That's funny, dude.
Yeah. So like he was like super into Solana, and like he got out of crypto because he didn't want to deal with it, with like all the stress of like it going up and down. But like the fact that he did his own research and got into a project that I didn't even know about that was legitimate, like that was like awesome to see. And so like I kind of gave him like a TED talk. He had like this dry erase board, and I was like, Dad, come here. And I was like pointing to the dry erase board, and I was like saying like, this is what this will do. This is what they're talking about different cryptos and stuff. And he listened, and that board never got touched, by the way. He never erased it. I came back a year later. That board was still there. So like
That's
he
funny,
definitely
dude.
listened. He definitely listened. He's
probably just proud of you too. It's like the picture on the fridge when you're little.
yeah. I mean, I before Twitter Spaces, I was always trying to like I sat down with one of my colleagues, and I was going over like what I've learned from the cryptos, and I was like, don't take my word for it. Do your own research, like, because I've always been that kind of like, I'm not trying to get you in to make money. I'm getting you in to understand what's going on, and then you can make your own decision. And
Exactly.
I gave her like a notepad full of like links to go to. I don't know if she used it, but you know, I gave people a lot of content, and I didn't charge anybody for it either. Like I didn't want to charge people for something that I couldn't like verify would make them money. Like, yeah, you can make money in this space, but like you have to be the one to execute the trades. Like I'm not going to do it for you. And so I didn't want to give people an expectation of like, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to live like me, where I'm ordering Uber Eats like 3 times a day. That's not. There's a lot of ways to make money out of shilling things, right? That's especially in the space that we're in. Digital products, information, the niche we're in is profitable for sure. Just making videos, like you could sell a course on and I'm thinking about doing it. Sell a course on how to upload content and how you do it. Why not? I mean, there's ways to make money. You could do it. Hey,
people will buy it.
If Ninja can write a book about how to become the best gamer and the best streamer, and then he can also go further than that and do a master class on how to become a streamer, and give you like minimal stuff that's not even like how to build a community or how to even set up OBS. Like for instance, if you could do that and get away with it, then yeah, like you could do something even better. You know what I mean?
You could sell anything, man. That just as long as it's value and it keeps up your integrity. Hey, I'm gonna feed my son real quick. I'll be back later. Hey, Rock Tim, how you doing? I'll be back though.
For sure.
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, nice. What about you?
Good. I'm trying to get a game in, but it's I've been waiting for 24 minutes.
I couldn't also.
Yeah, you could. What region are you in?
I'm from Asia.
Bangladesh,
from Bangladesh. You?
So I'm North America, but I'm gonna try and join on Asia and see if I get luck.
I tried many times, but I didn't got any matchmaking.
Yeah, I wish they would give us like just the ability to like get into the game and just like run around.
Yeah. For like even playing with bots, but
yeah,
I have been for last couple of days, but every time I get in, no matchmaking.
Yeah, I know they have associated times with meetups, but like even the number of people that are replying to it, like they say that they're interested, I don't even think that's enough to sustain like an actual game.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest, people don't really play blockchain games for gameplay. Many people play for money, but if they want to attract gamers, they have to do the marketing for gamers.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what their approach is. They're trying to turn that kind of they're trying to turn the leaf where a lot of the games that came out, I want to call them Gen 1 because the first generation of blockchain games were, for all intents and purposes, they were all just simulators. Like they weren't really much focused on gameplay. And now they're kind of like crossing over from the money-making experience to like a gameplay experience.
Most of the blockchain games like shilling NFT, buying NFT.
Yeah.
Gameplay is ignored and only in-game purchases like lands, those type of things highlighted. So I think that's why blockchain gaming industry is declining. But right now, I'm seeing many projects trying to do AAA gaming on games on blockchain.
Absolutely.
Harvest is good. I think Harvest is good, but it's just a start. So let's see what they got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm diving into a lot of these worlds here. Like there's like Fora, which is kind of using they're not starting from scratch. They're using like a project that you can like build on, The Forge Arena is another one I've seen. Earth from Another Sun, Meta Ops. These are some of the games that I've seen that are somewhat playable. And I think what we're coming into is a turning point, because I don't know if have you gone to like any of the Twitter Spaces?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so the conversation, because I've been in those I've been in those Twitter Spaces a lot, and so like I've been speaking, I've been listening, and the conversation's starting to turn from like an NFT paywall to get in to basically give us a demo or alpha of your game, and people are providing that now. So like I'm thinking the first few months of this year we're going to see a lot of alphas or betas drop, and then we're going to see a lot of games that like have actually been building, or the games that have been just lying the whole time. So we're about to see like what the Web3 gaming space is really made of.
I think there's some problem in that, because when the game is not ready, right? It's just started. They started making videos on NFTs, and some alpha version not really playable or enjoyable while playing. But what they do is just say that launching on a time frame, and then they list in the market, and people got hyped and bought those NFTs or their tokens. And then if you see, the most of the games didn't up to the mark. As
Yeah.
a gamer, you don't enjoy those playing those, so ultimately the project collapsed because of not fundamentally strong in gameplay. So that's what I'm concerned about, because earlier 2022 I invested a lot of upcoming gaming project, but most of them did really bad on the bear market.
Yeah.
Especially I think most of those games have same purposes, like just hyped up, list on beta or alpha phase, and then yeah, what it called pre-sell a lot of tokens. But after that, after listing, they can't sustain because they don't have revenue source.
Mm-hmm. Well, what
But
is your
right now,
take?
I think it's changing. Right now, I think people are more aware of this. So
Yeah.
projects are also trying to build more strong community, because earlier I think most of the CEOs or founders, they are like financial background oriented guy. Right now, I
Yep.
think most of
Yep.
the gaming community is coming, gaming developer is coming. So I think
Yeah.
it
True.
will improve, but still in crypto you have to be careful buying NFT, because I think NFTs are, to be honest, NFTs are 99% scam. What is right now in NFT space, most of those NFTs are scam. But NFT as a innovation is good, but I think it's not evolved well. Still, we need a good guy into this space. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry, my
think
English is horrible because I am
no, no,
not.
no. You're great. You're doing great, man. No, no. A couple of points that I want to touch on what you mentioned there. The first one that you just mentioned, NFT equals scam. So a lot of the projects that came out in the NFT space were scams. They were rug pulls, and they were essentially cash grabs that promised one thing and under-delivered. And
Exactly.
I think a lot of the people that were in this space that stayed, they want to change that. And the people that are in this space that want to change that, the way they have changed that is by embracing the NFT sales and creating events around it, and constantly creating events and doing it like weekly or monthly or something like that. And then another way that they've done it is like to engage the communities that are building games, or not building games, but building social platforms that want to use games. They do like game events, so like tournaments with a game that's already out, like Call of Duty Mobile or PUBG Mobile, something like that. I think that keeps the community engaged. But at the end of the day, I think what's going on here is, like you just said, the first round of people that were making games or NFTs were just trying to make money. They were not trying to provide a product, right? And now we're getting to a stage where it's a bear market, right? And all the people that have made their money have left for the most part, right? There's still going to be some people out there that are going to try and do scams, but now people are less reluctant to just jump in on a project without doing due diligence, because they want to have utility in a project that they're going to invest into. And they might think of it as an investment, but like the games that like for instance, the Harvest isn't going to be an investment. It's going to be a game that you can dive into, and there is like a NFT aspect to it. That's what I've been trying to deliver a message to since day one of me talking in Twitter Spaces, is that we need to focus on the gameplay experience for it to be fun, engaging, and have replay value over just having some kind of tokenomics or NFT trading to it. And that NFT trading or tokenomics can exist, but the product has to be good and it has to be playable. It has to be playable. And honestly, I think it needs to be free to play. Because when you put a paywall associated with a game, your paywall is not a fixed rate paywall if it's an NFT, because NFTs have price fluctuations. For example, Gala Games has introduced the idea of early access for a game that I love called Superior. And it is a blockchain based game, but instead of having tokenomics with it and NFTs as a barrier of entry, it has a $25 flat fee that you can buy on Steam, or you can pay through the Gala platform in the form of Gala token. Now you might ask, well, Gala token will fluctuate as well. Well, the price is fixed to $25 regardless of how much Gala is worth at the time. So if 700 Gala is $25, then it's going to stay that way. If it's $500 or if it's 500 Gala for $25, that's how it's going to stay. So those are the kind of things that they can do to make money, because you have to understand they're a business at the end of the day. They need to make money if they want to make a product. But at the same time, they need to present it in a way that is familiar to us. And early access in Steam games is a familiar tactic. Early access is a way to get into the game, and it's not complete at all, but it's a early access game, right? It's an early access way to get in. And so those are the kind of things that I've seen this year. And I think that we're going to see that going forward. And whoever comes out with the killer app that gets the gameplay experience right, and that has an NFT trading side to it, I think is going to be the leader of this space. And then that'll be the Axie Infinity kind of moment where we have a huge boom of players and people earning. And then whatever that product is, everyone's going to try and emulate that business model, because the only reason why Axie Infinity's business model was spread across every gaming ecosystem is because it worked for a little while. And so like it worked until it didn't work, you know what I mean? So like once it stopped working, then that business model should have never like been created again or like replicated again. So
What you said is right, that we shouldn't have any barrier to gamers to come into the ecosystem. I think Axie Infinity make that mistake, that they have introduced we have to buy 3 NFT to
what up,
start
Ryan?
the
I want
gameplay.
game
So
utility with the yes, exactly.
most of the NFT's price was really high when
I agree
Axie
with
boom
you. I
happened.
said Ryan. I meant
So
Zach. I'm so
the
sorry.
entry level was too much for a gamer to purchase those. For me, I purchased Axie Infinity NFTs to play the game, and I spent like $4,000.
Wow.
I have profited some of those SLP tokens, but later the NFTs just dumped so much that I think right now my NFT's worth is like $50 to $60, $4,000 to $50 to $60.
Yeah.
So that's why the problem is, if you uh, if you have a fixed NFT to purchase to gameplay like play to earn, this concept isn't that much good. I think most of the blockchain based gaming project collapse because of this. uh, if you have like play to earn, most of the people come to the game just like to earn, not for gameplay. And gamers will not able to purchase those high price NFTs. So I think Harvest is doing good if they're not introduced NFT to go into the gameplay, but instead of free to play all, but you can minimum charge to buy from Steam. And I don't think they should you know uh, reward people per match in tokens, just like the Axie Infinity did. That's why their SLP token dumped like 99%, because they have no fixed supply was unlimited. But instead of that, what you have said was right, like doing tournaments and doing leaderboards to reward people. So I think that's going to be well. Tokenomics is so important in blockchain gaming, because otherwise the project can collapse easily due to
Yeah,
high
well, some
yeah.
games don't even need a token though. Like my whole
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is the thing that I like about free to play games is that there is no barrier to entry besides you downloading the game on your computer or your mobile phone, right? So like the thing I like about that is it still leaves an opportunity for skins to become tradable assets. Now you could get a skin in the game through a loot box. You could buy a skin and resell it. That doesn't add or take away from your gameplay experience other than a cosmetic item, something that we already do. That is where I see NFTs being utilized and useful, right? I don't see I don't see that the reason why we need to have a token. Like, let's say for instance, Harvest token comes out, right? And it's associated with the game. If there's a token associated with the game, the problem with that is that people only play the game for the token. And if the price goes down, nobody wants to play the token. So the tokenomics that is set up, it's a science behind it, right? Where you try to make an economy work out. But the thing is, your game is dependent on your economy. So if the game's economy is gone, then people will not play the game. Now, if the game is fun, they might continue to play it and still earn some coin. But the whole reason why people came to play to earn was to earn. And if you have a paywall associated with that play to earn, you're telling people to pay, like you said, $4,000 to play the game, which is ridiculous. A traditional gamer will not do that.
That's my point. Traditional players won't do that. Instead of investors will do that to earn good profit, because during that time the earning was pretty good in Axie Infinity. Like I spent $4,000 and I was earning like 600 to $700 per month in the first 2 months. But later SLP price dumped, and I think I just regained like 50% return, 50% of my investment, and 50% was in loss. And I think I will never get covered that up. But that's the issue, that you can't sustain the price, because SLP token supply was unlimited. They were giving away people a lot of tokens. And since it was a good profitable, like uh, just for three NFTs, if those are like $100, $300, so if 1 month you will get uh, 60 to $70, it means uh, APY was so high, like 150% or 200%. But the SLP price is not uh, SLP price was fluctuated a lot of
I
the
agree
time.
with what you said, Zach.
So what
I didn't
happened
get an
that
Axie
most
because of
of
the
the people
paywall.
came into the space, but SLP price
The game
dumped
needs
and
to be
dumped
fun
and
and it needs to be
take away
updating and
the
challenging and all
lot
that
of
good
money
stuff.
from the investors. And that after SLP dropped, NFT price was also dropped significantly, and you can't even recover your investment back. So that was a big problem with Axie Infinity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Most of the blockchain based gaming is also following X infinity pattern, and they
mm,
all ridiculously, but I mean, just think about that. X infinity has a lot of funds. They are the leading blockchain gaming project. They have lands which was sold by millions dollar, but still they couldn't sustain their price. They couldn't sustain their model of tokenomics. So how could other blockchain game can cover it up? So that's why I think blockchain gaming industry fall, I mean, significantly fall behind in 2022. But I think in recent time, people are again doing good in blockchain gaming space, and most of the, I think the real life use case is very important. You have
yep,
to think about the gamers for sure. You can't
yes,
rely on the investors because they
true.
won't play the game. Gamer will play 10 to 15 hours a day without expecting anything in returns, but if they get something in return, that will make them happy. And that's why you can get a good revenue source of income throughout the gamers. So I think blockchain gaming industry should follow this pattern, focus on the gamers, and try to do as a try to make a tokenomics that can help you generate some revenue. And in crypto, revenue can be easily generated. So I think they should think about that.
Yeah, I think that we need to simplify the process. And I say we, but like, I'm not a developer or anything. I'm just a content creator at the end of the day. But, you know, everyone's voice matters in this space. You know, everyone has a voice here. We need to be heard. And I think really what it comes down to is if you want to onboard people into Web3 and give them crypto wallets and stuff, you need to simplify that process. Anything that you can do to simplify that will help. Think of the iPhone. The iPhone, I don't know if the iPhone is big in Bangladesh, but in the US, the iPhone is the dominant phone in this market. And the reason why it is because it is a simple phone. It's a simple phone to pick up. You install applications. It's very easy to use. And then you get like a iMessage, right? So you have something that's also unique to it, right? And so that's why that the phone is the killer app. That's why it's, even though even though the Android phones like Samsung that makes might be better, like technically, or maybe even the Google Pixels might be better, like in terms of like hardware. The reason why Apple wins at the end of the day is because their experience is what is being sold. It's not so much the phone, it's the experience the phone is giving people.
Exactly. We don't need a lot of tech. We just need to simplify the process. That's all.
Yeah,
So
and
I think
so NFT is like the technical term and a kind of a buzzword of how this all process and works. But really, all you have to tell gamers is that you can resell your skins. And the one game that I want to mention that I also mention in real life to people when they question NFTs in gaming is CS:GO. CS:GO has loot boxes that you can get, and you open those loot boxes, you could get a skin. Those skins also are available to buy and sell on an open marketplace on Steam. And they have a market price to them, just like NFTs have a market price to them. The only difference is they're not using blockchain technology, and you can't see the transactions on chain. But it's pretty much the same thing. And so they didn't say Steam's technology is allowing this to happen and using all these buzzwords and trying to tell people that they can get rich quick. They simply gave a marketplace to people that have skins, and those people can buy, sell, or trade the skins. Like they can trade the skins directly, or they can buy or sell it based on the currency that they are dealing with. And so this can work exactly the way it works on CS:GO skins when it comes to NFTs and games. And I think that is the secret sauce. That is the thing that people need to actually build on, is the NFT skin trading or like Valorant skins. Have you played Valorant before?
Yes, I played.
Have you paid for one of their skins?
No, I didn't pay.
Yeah, so if you want to get like a bundle, it's like $50, right? And then individual skins cost like anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on the rarity or scarcity of the skin. And the store cycles skins all the time. And so if Valorant opened NFT trading skin store in Valorant, they
Yes.
wouldn't even lead with the word NFT. And then they might introduce someday, hey, you can see this on chain, or they might not even bring that to people's attention that it's on chain. That might just be for internal or use or only. And so like I understand this whole thing where it's decentralized. People want to see what they're dealing with. It has like a transparency element to it. But at the end of the day, this technology is a tool. So you don't have to come up and say that this NFT will be X amount of money because it's in this game. You don't have to do all this stuff, right? All you have to do is say, we're using Solana or we're using whatever blockchain you want to use. It's on chain, but these are things that are in game, like skins. These are assets in game. That's what they need to focus on. And
NFT actually helps a lot in
yeah,
blockchain gaming. But the problem is, if you see, there are a lot of NFTs which played in in-game asset, but they are like $400, $500, $1,000, $10,000. That that's too much for any gamer. So I think those price should be affordable for gamers. That's the thing. If you buy like 10,000, $20,000 skin, nobody can pay those. I mean, at least gamers can't pay those amount of money. So I think
let me ask you a
you
question real
should,
quick. Let
yeah.
me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the Wax protocol blockchain?
I heard their name, but I didn't research about them.
Yeah, so the price points, you're spot on with that. Like that's not affordable to gamers. Like gamers are not investors, but some gamers are investors, right? So that's how you got blockchain gaming in the first place.
Yeah,
But
but
Wax Chain Protocol, what they do is they have very cheap, they have very cheap NFTs. Like sometimes under $10, right? And they're all just weapon skins or skins in different games or whatever. They're affordable, and there are some skins that are in the $50 to $100 range, but it's a more realistic price because the protocol kind of calls for that. So
yeah, it's
thank you,
obviously
Zach.
some of them will be a lot more, but in general, range should be $5 to $50 range, I think, because in a game there will be like million of gamers on there,
Yeah,
they will onboard. And if the price is like $400 for a skin, that will be like a burden for those gamers. They will not eager to purchase them.
yep,
But I think they should make it like a decentralized process, that gamers have the choice which rate they want to sell or they want to buy. And the supply of those NFTs should be at least well planned, so that if they scale in future,
yeah,
there won't be any fluctuation like 10 to $1,000. I mean, in Axie Infinity it happened because in the beginning there were many less Axis NFT, so people are going crazy for those NFTs, and those NFTs was like 500, $1,500, $2,000. Even I bought a NFT like 550 for one NFT, one Axie.
yeah,
But later, when they breed NFTs, in those Axie NFTs number was like triple X, 5X, and so the pupil was not increasing that much. I mean, gamers are not increasing that much, but NFTs was increasing exponentially. So that's why the NFT price dumped a lot of. So I think um, if they do any skin in gameplay, there should be limited edition or this kind of thing, so that those NFTs are not like too much high price, but later they change the tokenomics and dumped a lot of. So I
yep.
think you are what I want to say.
No, you're
It's
spot
just
on, man. You're spot on. That's also been my complaint with like Gala, for instance. I don't know if you're familiar with Gala games, but they have a game called Miranda's that's early access, and if you want to play the game, you have to buy an NFT. And I did the math for like how much it was, like from the US dollar to the Gala token. And in that instance, they're not doing a good job, because like I'm not going to pay $800 to play your to try your game.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not even out yet. I'm not going to pay $800 to try the game. And so that's my frustration with a lot of the games. And I echo your frustration. They're trying to bring product to market, and they're kind of gatekeeping, or yeah, they're gatekeeping and giving us barriers of entry, because we don't have a $800 NFT. We didn't invest early into Gala, so now we can't afford a $800 NFT. And so if game companies want to build in Web3 and they want to appeal to a mass audience, the bottom line is they have to remove the barriers of entry. It has to be free to play, or it has to be relatively low price that is comparable with Steam. That's just how it has to be.
Even FIFA 23 or GTA 5, those games are like 30 to $50 range. So why should we entry on a game that's not even properly well developed yet? Not it is on a like beta stage, and we have to pay like 800 or $1,200. It's insane, and I think that's why the market wasn't good for blockchain game in 2022.
Yeah.
But
No, I
I
agree.
think now developers are seriously thinking about it. uh, Many projects are not in the play to earn mode now.
Yep.
They are like play and earn. But ultimately they should focus on gamers. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I've seen also play to own, which is like you play and then you get to own an asset. And that's kind of like the NFT part, where you're like every like so Shrapnel. Have you heard of Shrapnel?
No.
So Shrapnel is they're a studio that they made from AAA games, but also they come from like HBO, pretty much like the Seattle region of the US, like the Washington State. And so like they have a lot of game development background, but they also have background like in entertainment, like HBO and all that kind of stuff. So they're bringing a game to market. It's going to take a while for the game to come out, because they want to take their time. They don't want to rush the game out, right? But their whole thing is play to own. And what that means is they've explained that assets in game are going to be like, you can pick them up, kind of like Tarkov. I don't know if you've played Tarkov before, but you kind of go into a game, you loot, you kind of get something, some reward for, like, you're trying to play for a loot. What's
NFT
that?
concept is like owning your assets. That's the
Yeah.
concept of NFT. So I think they're doing good, because when you know go with NFT with connect NFT with finance,
Mm-hmm.
and expecting gamers to pay like 800 or $1,000, it's not worth it. And you will have like niche audience to do that. People who want to invest, they will come, not the gamers. So I
Yeah.
think what gamers want is play the game. Gameplay should be smooth, and if they got anything skin or anything in-game asset, they should own those assets, so that when they left the gameplay, still they are owning those assets. And they should have got a marketplace when they can sell those assets. So they are like playing for a game for like 2 years, so they
Yeah.
are getting many assets, so they should be able to sell those assets. So that's going to be a value towards the gamers. I think
Yep.
this kind of things should be focused, more focused, what gamers wants.
Yeah, I mean that's a perfect reason why you and I should go to any Twitter space that has like a gaming project in mind. And we need to ask these probing questions. What are you doing for people that are streamers? What are you doing for people that want to dive into your game? And like, you know, like different probing questions, and make them talk about their product and listen to the way they talk. If they are passionate or they're out of breath talking about it, that shows me that they've spent the time to think about these answers beforehand. And by the way, like, we're random people asking them questions, so they are well informed on the product they're trying to bring to market. Those gaming experiences are going to be the ones that are leaders in this space, because they're listening to our feedback and they're listening to what we want. And so like these conversations, that's why I love Twitter Spaces, because like you hop in and you hear them talk about it, and that's great. They can talk all day about what they're going to bring. But then when you ask questions that you're like interested in, and then they expand your mind as to what's possible, that's where I get excited. That's where I'm like, I didn't even think that was possible that you could do that with this. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of things that I try and probe and look for. Because I've dealt with projects before in the Web3 gaming world that I write off as scam, right? And then like this just happened to me recently. A game called XWAR has called me out because I made a video. By the way, this video came out last year, like spring, and they want to address it now. They didn't address it back then. They address it now. So like, that's the first red flag for me. But they're like, hey, check us out in 2 days. We'll have a bunch of content coming out, and like, we're going to blow away your expectations. But the way they came at me was like, you're wrong. Like, you don't know what we're doing. And it's like, first of all, I made this content whenever you guys weren't giving us anything. I criticized you and you didn't take the criticism until now. And now you come at me with my persona. Like, it was kind of weird. Honestly, it was weird energy. But the thing that I was always talking about is show us gameplay. Get us excited for gameplay. Show us what we can do in the game. That's the reason why we watch a trailer for a game, is to see what's possible in your game. And then when we're interested, then you have to show us gameplay. I'll give you an example. So Earth from Another Sun is a Solana-based game. I found it when it was already in a playable state, but I didn't know until I looked into the game further. They were doing dev diaries. So they were talking about why they want to do this and why they want to add this to the game. And they're doing like blogs, like, you know, periodically. And so that was like interesting to see, because the people that started from day one, and by the way, there was this 200th entry that they put at the time. So like, I haven't seen anything besides the 200th entry. So like, from day one, they were trying to be they were trying to bring integrity to their project. They were trying to show that this is a game, that this is something that we want you people to play and have a good time. And so I've played the game a couple times. Is it complete? No, it's a very, very early state of the game, but it's still playable enough to have an experience and have an idea of what to expect. And that is what we haven't had overall in the space. A lot of the games that we've had have just been ideas that haven't come out yet. And so
that's the thing. It's only ideas and in an alpha stage, not as a proper gameplay or proper stage that we should invest that much amount of money on them. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's still, I think it's still really early stage for blockchain gaming.
No, I agree. It's very, very early. I agree 100%.
Most of this project not sustain, not even 1 to 2 years. Axie Infinity did well, but then it went like 99% dump. So
yeah, and Axie Infinity was a short-term play. Like, I always didn't see the long-term use of it. The gameplay was not there. It just was a game that I could see a quick shelf life to. So
exactly.
I still haven't found a game the whole time we've been talking.
I played Axie Infinity for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, but their tokenomics was horrible.
Okay, but be honest. If there was no money associated with it, would you play it?
No.
There you go. There you go. If there's no experience that you want to play through, you're just playing. It becomes a job at that point.
Yeah, that's what. The reason, and you can't even play more than like if you have 3 axi, you can play, you will have 20 energy to play one day. I mean, you can play 20 match with
Yeah.
your 3 axi, and those 20 match, whatever match you win, you will get a reward in SLP. After 20 match, whatever you play, it you won't get anything. Come to again another day. So what I did was like playing like 20 match, and then I stopped playing because it's not really fun. It's just I
Hmm.
just play for the money, not for the fun. So that was the missing part in Axie Infinity.
Yeah. So
and
like,
and and I think in every blockchain game there is no fun at all, just to play to earn or just to play to grab some NFTs. That's why
yep.
people play.
Yeah, I think you have very good insight. I think you should, if you haven't done so already, definitely join some more Twitter spaces with some of these games. Do you have a
Well,
Twitter, by the way?
yeah, I have. I actually went to Twitter space many times, but I don't really listen a blockchain gaming part. I generally listen uh, in general conversation between some of the uh, uh, you know big people in crypto space. I
Mm.
just listen about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and what is going on the market, what can be better, kind
Well,
of
the
thing.
the
I I
reason
I, s-
why
I stopped researching about blockchain gaming after got hurt by X Infinity. I
I
said that's
understand.
it. I won't go further away. But I'm working with a project. It's also blockchain based gaming industry, but gaming project, but not gameplay. I think you should know. It's called gaming. uh, Harvest is on gaming.
Uh huh.
Did you know?
No, I haven't heard of that. I just went to your Twitter though. I do see that here.
uh, okay. So I came from I saw in gaming that in gaming platform Harvest was published in, like, register, you can register from there. So I came to know about Harvest from there.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah, I found them gaming IO.
yeah, gaming.io. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, so well, I would
they
like
have
you to speak more into Twitter Spaces because your perspective is very important. Because I didn't play Axie, I can only give
yeah.
a perspective from a traditional gaming world, but you have that experience to know like what to not, what to look for because you have already experienced what you don't want, right? So like you should bring that voice to a Twitter space that games are building on projects because your voice does matter, bro. Like if we get these people honest and have them understand like where we're coming from as gamers, they're gonna cater to us, and that's gonna help the overall like market like for the games.
But at the same time, people are not really interested hearing the negativity. They
I
only
don't think
want.
it's negativity.
No, I'm not saying negativity. I think different perspective. If you
Mm.
see most of the people hyping about a project, they know those projects are not really good. Those projects are not fundamentally sound, but
Mm-hmm.
still they hyping about the project, and went up and up and up, and then rug pull happened. So I saw many projects doing that, and people know that those projects will rug pull at any time, but still they invest for like 2x, 5x, 10x. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why the bear market hit so much, because people are over leveraged. The market was like overpriced for many altcoin. They are overpriced. I
Yeah.
I I know crypto is here to stay. It's the future, but still if you see not in blockchain gaming project, if you see any other project in crypto, there are many altcoin who don't have any fundamental to support their to justify their market valuation, but
Yeah.
they are still like $1 billion company, $5 to $10 billion company, and those are overpriced. People are went over, what it called, I mean, over hyped about it. And then when the bear market hit, most of the project went like 90% down, 95% down, 99% down.
Mm.
So people have, I think people are also not really mature about it. They don't really understand well
Yes.
about crypto yet. They
Yes.
just want to invest because they thought it's life changing money, because
Mm-hmm.
many people got life changing money from bitcoin, many cryptocurrency. They saw the news, they saw in crypto space, in Twitter space, posts. They got hyped up that I have to invest in those projects. I will also get like 5x, 10x. I will get a life changing money. But instead of investing on a good project, or instead of doing research before investing, they went into the hype and invest in the wrong project, wrong time.
I
and
agree.
uh, and retailer are the most, I mean, most investors or institutionals dumped on the retailers. That's what I can say. So people needs to learn more about crypto, they need to understand more about crypto, but it takes time, I think.
Yeah, I
And
like you said, we are very early. And I think that's why your voice matters, bro. Like I'm not trying to tell you to like do what you don't want to do, but if you want to someday, like you need to share experience, because I don't think it's a negative thing to bring up. Like look, you are like a direct investor in Axie Infinity, and I say investor because it's not a game; it's just a simulation, in my opinion.
yeah,
So like,
I did purchase those NFTs for investment for sure. I
yeah.
don't have it to do with gameplay. I just invested for in returns money. That's what I do.
Yeah, and
So
if we want this space to expand, but beyond just like an investment opportunity, and become like actual games that give you value associated with the assets in the game versus just buying an NFT and earning while you play. And by the way, which is a very short term thing, because if the price goes down, they're going to give you less. Price goes down,
yeah,
they're going to give you less than that. So like it's a problem. Like the whole tokenomic thing, it has to be understood thoroughly, and that's why some gaming ecosystems have two tokens, because they have one that they can give to people and the other that can be
but
the one
that
for
that's
costs. But
that's a problem also.
yeah,
Their main token survive, like in X Infinity, AXS token kind of survived, but SLP token completely dumped up because those tokens only for rewards. And if you see, in the tokenomics, if you only give a token for rewards, those tokens have no utilize for anything else, then the price won't sustain. They will dump right away. In Axie Infinity, these things happened. SLP don't have any use cases, only some breed. Most of the time, I'm
yeah,
saying per day, uh, there were like 50,000 SLP. Just imagine the number, 50,000 SLP breed happened. That means 50,000 SLP got burned, and minted was like 500,000. So how can you expect those tokens will sustain their price? So that's the problem. I think the whole tokenomics needs to change, so that uh, project owner also get something in return, a good revenue source. Also the
mm-hmm.
gamers perspective, they will also get something from the project, not entirely washed away by the developers, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think that because I when I played the early access version of Earth from Another Sun, I got like a founder's badge, all right, and so they gave me an opportunity to write my name to be in the credits, because technically I'm paying to play test the game, And so they wanted to give me credit for that. So like that's a very minimal thing, but at the same time, it is something that you can give. So like if there's accolades associated with like a barrier to entry, by the way, it was not an NFT. I didn't buy any crypto token. I just paid a fixed amount. I just paid like $20 to get in to the game. So like I think that we need to use the technology for what it is used for, which is ownership of the assets, and kind of stray away from economy. If you want to make an economy, you have to do research on this for, I would say, for a long time. Like if you want to have an economy associated with it, you have to do that for a long time. That the US dollar has been out for a long time. The gold has been around for a long time. So that's why those markets have stood the test of time. And you can't just make a market out of thin air and then not have like contingency plans for when people are trying to just exit the market. Because when people exit the market, that's exit liquidity. And if you hold in the bags, and the other thing is that's scary about this too, is that those markets are purchasable on exchanges. So then you could buy into the market without even being in the game. And so you're inviting a lot of people to become whales of the space and control the market. So that has to be regulated better. Or I would just say use Tether or USDC. Don't use any other coin.
They won't do that because they know that if they use USDT or USDC, after a couple of months they will go bankrupt. Because if you see those rewards was unrealistic, unrealized PNL, like 100% but 300% APY. So they can't do that with stable coins. So that's why they choose another token, so that those tokens will dump in price, so that they don't have to pay more. I mean, that's I don't know. That's a mechanism, I think. So whatever
Yeah.
it is, they need to think about it more. They need
Yeah.
to prioritize tokenomics so that everybody is at least in a position that they could earn, at least not lose like 50 to 99% value. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I just think that they need to focus more on like the NFT asset side of things and do less tokenomics and just give us good games.
Yeah,
I've played. I don't want to mention specific games, but I have played games here on my channel on YouTube, and some of them are left to be desired for the imagination. And they're just trying to rush something out so people get an idea. But I think the weight of a good product is that if you wait to make your product good and have like quality, that's the word, quality over quantity. There are tons of crypto games out there, but the amount of quality games are far and few, at least for right now.
Yeah, that's the problem. This quality is missing. Quality left the chart. Only the quantity, only alpha stage, only in videos. I don't know. I was excited to see Harvest because when I see the trailers, I think I have played mini game like Overwatch 2, uh, Legends, Valorant, and this type of things, and I got similar kind of vibe. Although it's early stage, but I saw some similar vibes. So I was exciting because it's a triple A game, and I haven't
Yeah.
seen triple A game for a while in blockchain space. It's new to me, so I was excited. So that's why I wanted to play the gameplay. So
Yeah,
I was
man.
waiting for a couple of days to play the game. So let's see what they got. And I think it's going to be a beginning of something good in the blockchain gaming space.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some games that claim they're AAA, and so far it's kind of been a waiting game to see how that's going to play out. But we're still early in this year, so I'm very optimistic, and I think that the future is bright because I've heard a lot of the conversations, not only just talking about giving them experiences, but what they've already done to engage community. And I think that's where you start. and you start building that kind of trust and rapport with your community. And then when the game comes out, naturally it'll be like, okay, now what's wrong with the game? How do we break it? Like finding bugs and all that stuff. So like that's where we're kind of like entering an alpha stage for a lot of these games, or even beta stage. And I think as time goes on, the one that, like I said, the one that makes the killer app that anyone can pick up and play, have a great experience, and also make money on the side, and that's not the focus of the game, but that's just a byproduct of the game, that is going to take over. That's going to be the killer app, so to speak.
Yes, exactly. Let's see what they got. Yeah, that's good. So,
Yeah,
are you streaming right now?
I am.
Oh, I see. You have YouTube channel. I just click on your YouTube channel. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these conversations need to happen a lot, because I am tired of what you've expressed already, which is NFT barrier entry, $800 NFT is the access to the game that could lose value or acquire in value, but to access
Because
the game, that's ridiculous.
normal gamers shouldn't worry about the finance part. I think because normal gamers don't care about this financial, what's the price of NFTs, how it's fluctuated, how it's what it called, correlated, I guess,
Yeah.
correlated with
Yeah.
Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. They shouldn't think about that. They should focus on gameplay. They should owning their asset.
Agreed.
If necessary, they can sell or buy or trade with other gamers. That's what they need.
I
And
agree.
gaming industry is huge. I think uh, I don't know about NFT space, but I think in gaming space, blockchain gaming could be huge potential, because even if you see the top blockchain gaming project, which is I think X Infinity, it
Mm-hmm.
was like $1 billion market cap only.
Thank you for the sec.
Total market cap of blockchain gaming industry isn't that much big, so there are huge potential to grow like 50 billion to 100 billion market cap in future. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
opportunity for a lot of projects.
And the other thing we haven't talked about yet is esports.
Yeah, if you know gaming gladiators,
I don't, but I'm about to.
just search about them. The gaming project I work on, they have esports company, which is Gaming Gladiators. They are playing like Dota 2, uh, many games, Rocket Leagues, Pokemon Unity, and many more. But in Dota 2, they are like ranked, I guess 8 or 9 or 10 in the world ranking. So they are doing great. They are only 6 to 8 months old. So I think they are one of the first blockchain based company who blockchain based gaming project who have a esports background.
Mm. Yeah. I
I
saw.
think they are also posted about and gameplay about the harvest, so that's why I know about harvest. I saw their post in the Twitter space and in the group also.
Yeah,
So
that's a great point, man. Like the ones that are gonna be involved with esports, they're gonna be the ones that are gonna lead the adoption for
yeah, because
the.
esports industry is huge, and when you
Yep.
connect it with the blockchain based gaming, it, it will boom in the gaming industry. So I
Yep.
think they have potential for sure. It just they need to you know, focus how they can improve the tokenomics.
Well,
Tokenomics is
also, some people have mentioned in Twitter Spaces that blockchain could solve the waiting period to get paid for like esports teams for when they partake in tournaments. Because apparently there's like it could be up to 6 month waiting period for some of these tournaments for them to get paid out. So the blockchain, they could just do it right then and there.
yeah, that's why that's why the crypto is so much popular, because in traditional banking system or those payment system is way more a lengthy process, but in blockchain you can send bitcoin or ethereum just in a second, 10 second, 15 second, or even the faster blockchain can process the transaction in less than a second. So that is obviously really helpful.
Yep.
Okay, so nice talking with you.
Yeah, you too,
I
man. It was nice talking with you.
Yeah, I just found you in the Discord voice chat. So I thought, let's see what they are thinking about the game and if they play it yet. I was looking to play the game, but I couldn't. So I sometimes follow this Discord server to check when the gameplay will open.
I don't know if you're watching my stream right now, but we're about to hit 60 minutes of waiting, so I don't think it's gonna happen today, or at least not right now.
Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why the gameplay, the matchmaking isn't happening. Is that because there are less gamers in that game right now?
I think it's just a lack of players, honestly, because it is released on Steam, but you got to understand even though they have, let's see, they have like 50,000 followers on Twitter. Oh, 60,000, sorry. Even though they have 60,000 followers on Twitter, it's still a very, very new game. And also,
Yeah,
one
but
thing I want to mention too, to get
I
the
don't think.
game,
Yeah.
what's that?
No, please continue.
Oh, so like to get the game, you have to like request access. So like that's another hurdle that you might have to wait for. And people that request access, they're not going to be as attentive to their email, especially if they want to play but they don't care as much as I do. Because I was like refreshing, waiting, right? And most people probably will get the email and forget about it. So because it does take like 30 minutes or some time. I don't know exactly how it's done, but it took me about 30 minutes to get my access. So that is one thing that you got to wait on if you're like brand new to the game.
Yeah. Also, the Twitter follower numbers, I don't think those are accurate. Many time there are many airdrops or any kind of giveaways, and most of the people just come into the Twitter to
That's
follow them.
that's
I
a great
don't think.
point.
Yeah, I think the main point is how much people are interested in gameplay. And I saw there are in the Discord, I can see, right,
Hmm.
interest.
Yeah, there's like 200 people on right now, right? Yeah, 280 people players. So I'm like, where are the players?
Yeah, that's the problem with the gameplay, because there are less players and more of the investors.
So as you can see on my screen now, it says canceling. So I hit the too much. I guess I surpassed the allotted time to find a game, which was an hour, and now it says canceling, and I can't click cancel. So I have to close the game now. So.
Yeah, I
And the
think
reason
so.
why I want to stream these games when they're early on is, first of all, it's great content for me. Second of all, they get to see what we've had to dealt with from day one, like the potential gamer. And third of all, I can send this to the team and be like, hey, fix this. This is not a experience that this is not
Yes.
experience that's working. So
Can you hold on a second? Just
sure.
a minute.
Yeah, we're just gonna close this game. It's just not happening today.
Hi.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm back. So
Welcome back.
that's the
Welcome back.
issue that they need more gamers to test. I mean, to test the gameplay. But right now, I'm not seeing that much gamer. Kind of couple of gamers only, like 20, 30 gamers, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I asked if they could add a metric that accounts for how many players are online. And if they have to BS it a little bit, that's cool. But like, if they're gonna fudge the numbers entirely, like I have a problem with that, obviously. But anything that can give the game like, hey, this
I think,
game is alive.
yeah, I think if you went early on any game, there is a chance, couple of chance. One, you can get some early, you can get some early NFTs or early rewards, which can be huge if the game went good.
Yeah.
Also, you can invest early, which is a good thing because early investment is good for any project
True.
if the project do well in future. So that's why I'm here. I just checked that if there are like any good you know chance to be on board or any investment things here, and the gameplay, if the gameplay is good, if they are doing some rewards or uh, programs of rewards.
The only
So
thing that I've seen so far is that they have these mystery boxes on Fractal, but I'm not buying any boxes until I play the game.
yeah, sure, I'm not also, because if I don't enjoy playing, why should I buy the mystery box?
Exactly.
Come, okay.
Oh, Pootie Tang is back. Well, he goes by a different name on Twitter, but that's his handle.
No.
So, which one do we call you, Dub Club or Pootie Tang?
Everybody calls me something different. My name's Oscar. You can call me Pootie. My friends call me Pootie. Even my wife calls me Pootie sometimes.
Oh, nice.
Um, or people call me, but usually now, this time around, right? And it's like my 7th social media life. Feels like people are calling me Dub.
Mm.
So
we've been talking about the issues or challenges currently with Web3 gaming. Rotkim talked about his experience in Axie, how it was bad, for lack of a better term, was not
summed
good.
up.
It was my worst investment.
I did actually too, but for me it
Oh
wasn't.
no.
It wasn't bad though, because I don't regret. I don't regret it at all. Not because the game is good. Game is doo doo ass, but the I was able to help a lot of people for a long time.
Yeah, but
It actually got me into. My first experience in the space, and my first experience was really good. I didn't have a lot of people. I had like 30 people, but they were able to pay their bills. They were able to pay their school. They were able to pay a lot of stuff, and they would show pictures and, all the stuff that they did with their earnings and how much happier it made them. So that was my first experience, and that's probably why I stuck around so long. So
actually, Axie did well in when they went up like crazy. They did well, but the tokenomics wasn't that much good. That's why they couldn't sustain the price, and price of SLP dumped over and over time. So I think that's
right.
the reason why Axie didn't sustain in the long run.
And I also want to
I
add to that, Axie also was like cutting the rewards. So like every time that
Yeah,
money would go down, the rewards would go down. So like it's kind of like there's this video I watched. I gotta find it again because it was really a good explanation as to why play to earn games don't succeed in the long run. It's because basically whenever they cut the rewards, less players come and play, and then that causes people to sell their bags, and then that causes the rewards to get cut in half again. And so it keeps on happening where you lose like half and half and half of your rewards till you're not getting anything. And that's when everyone runs, for the hills, where they're all cashing out their bags. They're all using you as exit liquidity. So that was a long-term problem with the DEXI. Like in theory, like paying an NFT and then earning a token is cool, but in the long run, it's not sustainable. It's just not.
No, and you know what, man? To be honest, bro, like I want a sustainable, Web3 economy, more as much as anybody else, right? But when it comes to tokens, I don't see that ever happening. There's too much variables. There's too many variables, and there's too many controllable variables by outside factors. If you have a whale come in, I mean, we're talking people with serious money. They they just parasite your game, no matter how big it is.
Yeah, I brought that up
they'll
earlier.
Parasite and take it down. So the only way that these games are actually going to have any kind of sustainability is if they focus 100% on cosmetic, and everything has to be through the value of the game has to be all in the digital assets, no tokens. Tokens will never work, man. I don't think that they'll ever work. They're just kind of they're not gonna work, man. They're not gonna work, dude. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to call them. Like, I don't want to call them a scheme because a lot of good games have them. But I don't see it ever working. Even a great game, the best game, even if it was the best game on the planet, they can be manipulated and destroyed.
Yeah, I was telling Rocktim earlier, like you're putting these tokens on open markets, so anyone can go in and buy the token and screw up your economy. So like, it's just not a long-term solution at all.
No, it's actually the biggest threat, even to a good game. And then besides that, so let's say you have, let's just say in a perfect scenario, you have onboarded millions of people, which we haven't. And let's say that you have your retention strategy down, because in video games, we've been playing the same 10 video games for the past 15 years.
True.
Like everybody. So gamers, we don't stay on a game long enough to have value in anything, any of the assets that we're going to be purchasing, no matter how much you paid for them. Within a month, there could be 0 players. That's just gaming.
Yep.
Right? So let's say we figure that out too. Right? And then we have a game that's a beautiful, sustainable economy that's perfect. Let's say we figure that out. They could still destroy it. There's so many things that we have to figure out to get to that point that could still get destroyed by tokens. So it's not a smart thing to have tokens in your game, period. In my opinion. There's so many people that would hate on that, but it just makes sense to me. And I'm not a mathematician, bro.
No, I agree. I think that the gameplay experience, like since day one, that's what we always focus on. Like, is the game fun? Is it entertaining? And then the way you can like integrate blockchain and the technology that's with NFTs is just using assets as like skins and like different cosmetic things that don't break the game experience. Like, you don't want to pay to win at all. That's not sustainable for anyone. And if you want to make an adventure game that has like in-game drops of assets, or you want to mint your own assets, that's another opportunity as well, because then people can take a tool that a game developer makes, or maybe like just use Unreal Engine and make sure that it works, and then submit it to approval, and then there you go, like you got your own in-game asset. So like that's the way things can happen, but it has to be 100% assets. Like the token DeFi aspect of games has no future, in my opinion. It's cool to have, but like that's not what the draw is for Web3 gaming for me personally. And that's all they've offered since this has been a thing. And the other thing too, tokenomics brings a white paper, and a white paper to me, and I've said this a lot on Spaces, is a instruction manual that has been like retconned for X amount of years. I don't even remember the last time I bought a game with a box. Like, it's all digital now for me, and I don't have no instruction manuals, let alone strategy guides, right? So like those are things that don't exist anymore in gaming for the most part. And if they do, like you may not even look at it. You may not even look at the instruction manual. So the white paper to me that associates itself with the game is your instruction manual to the game. And if you're not looking at that, then you're going to miss out on what they're trying to bring with tokenomics. And if there is no incentive for tokenomics, then why are you playing the game? So like the whole point that I try to get across is the game has to be fun, and there could be a asset trading or trading with like currency. That's the only way you can actually get money off the game. But you're spot on. Tokenomics is not going to last forever. It's a very short-term thing. It might boom like Axie did, but it's not going to sustain itself. It's just not. And then you also have to look at the demographic you're selling your game to. That's another thing that you got to look at. Like Axie Infinity popped off because the Philippines saw it as a financial investment. Like 70% of the player base was in the Philippines. So like, what target demographic were you dealing with? And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but Axie Infinity was a Ubisoft project. So that was a traditional game studio funding. They funded it. They didn't make it, but they funded it and they oversaw it. Like it was like a division of Ubisoft that oversaw that. So that clearly didn't work. Job. Yeah.
The game is just bad. I mean, the game is just bad. And even today's game is not that much better. You know, it's just, it was never a good game. And that I'm all about the game. You know, I don't rarely ever talk about the tokens and all that. I've had that experience and it doesn't work.
True.
You know, so I just kind of leave that out for now, even though it is an important part. Like I want to make money too. I'm not bullshitting anybody. Like I want to make money, but it has to be with integrity, right? It has to be the right way, you know, and pumping and dumping games and coins is lame, bro. I just think they just hurt the space. They've already left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and it actually, for all the good that experience did, because it did teach a lot of people things, it hurt just as much. But I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot of games that are still kind of pursuing that same tragedy, and they're not pivoting, but you could tell that they're like very wary about like, holy crap. Like, what the hell is land gameplay, bro? To be honest, like, why are they even making like seriously? Land was a token thing.
You can do farming.
Yeah, and no, like I'm talking about like they were all about land, right? Because tokens were doing so good, and that token shit fell apart so fast and so hard. And now they're like, damn, now we have to release land gameplay. You know what I mean? It just seems like a what's it called? It's like a symptom of the real disease became land gameplay. Now they have to do it, and they have to continue it.
And they call those land metaverse.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's room for like Decentraland and things like that, where you buy land and you build your stores and some cool stuff like that. But I'm talking about games that added land to their game.
Yeah,
you know, like that's kind of weird. Like that it's the same thing as just farming. Why don't you just make a clicker? You own something and you just gain. You know, like that's the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see if you wanted like staking, but like here's my thing on the tokenomics. Like the way I see it working is if you don't associate it with a US dollar valuation, it's just an in-game token. And then if you want to do the minting of that, then whatever blockchains that you want to integrate with, you could list it in that. That's the only way I see it working, because that's where liquidity is.
That's exactly what Axie did though with SLP.
What is that?
SLP?
Yeah.
That's what you would earn. You would earn that token. Smooth love potions, you would earn that token, and then you could swap that out. It was listed and you swap it out, and that's how it was manipulated. So if you have any kind of in-game token that can be exported or taken out, cashed out, it's the same thing. It has to all stay inside the game.
I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could do.
It has to stay inside the game.
You
can't if you could take it out, then you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It has to remain inside, like, and then you maybe if you buy like skins with it or characters and then sell those characters on the marketplace where the
Yes.
people decide the value of them. Because
Yes.
if any game tells you this box is worth $50, $500, it's bullshit. You know it's not going to be worth that much as soon as you buy it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
I agree.
we're the ones that have to dictate how much something is valued. We're the ones that should be doing it in the marketplace. That's the kind of games that will make it, I think, that have a chance at least. But they still have to onboard and they still have to do retention, which I think a lot of these game developers are so focused on making their game. They're gonna run into the brick wall when people love it for a week and never play it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Sadly.
that's why there should be like a separate division that handles the market side of things, and the game guys should just make games.
Yeah, and there's not enough, dude. You never talk to these people about marketing and how I've been saying it for like a year. And any one of those Twitter spaces I'm in, except for the one today, because I didn't want to kill this trip for real. But I always ask, like, what are y'all doing for onboarding, and what are y'all doing for retention? That's like my question every single time, and nobody ever has an answer for it.
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
That'd be because I mean, if I'm gonna buy something in your game, I want to know that I could at least use it for a few months.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
that's a great point. It's a great point.
But that's the hard part.
I'm gonna have to shout you out and ask that question to other
in gaming
projects.
Period. Oh, bro, do it, dude. I've asked it for I don't know how long. Like, it's just they probably already know me and shit from asking that question in these different projects.
Because I like to look at the things from a content creator's perspective, but if we're gonna make content on a game that's dead, like, why would I do that? You know what I mean? Why would I spend time? Why would I spend time making thumbnails and looking up like the best tags for the videos or whatever? Why would I do all that work if the game isn't even going to be played by anybody?
There's a lot of games like that. Well, the majority, like seriously, 99% of games are like that. Like all games.
Yeah.
That's what I said. 99% games are like that.
Yeah. What are the games that we've been playing for the past 15 years? League of Legends, Dota, CSGO, Call of Duty. That's all one game. I don't care how many games they make. That's one freaking game.
Halo.
Madden. Halo. What else? That's only 6, bro. That's all of them already, feels like.
Maybe a Smash Bros or Mario Kart.
Maybe. They're not in that level. Fortnite is a new one. That's, dude, I can't even think of it.
Overwatch.
Valorant, those are new. Overwatch, yeah, I would say.
Yep.
Those fit the bill.
GTA.
You know, but it's
GTA,
very hard.
GTA,
yeah, GTA.
Yeah.
That's
FIFA.
10 games, bro.
Hey,
FIFA,
by the way, GTA is going to bring crypto into the next game. But guess what?
Oh, really?
They're a big fucking studio. And they're taking their time making the games. They're not just rushing them out like some of these alphas are.
Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Now we're gonna be talking, bro. If they can do that, but you know, it'd be funny if they put tokens in their game and made it to where you can cash them out, and it like totally destroys their whole company. That'd be messed up.
I mean, I'm sure with the money they've made from GTA, was it 5, where they've re-released it for like a decade now. I'm sure that they have done their research on how to make this work. I'm sure.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
They can't mess it up, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I hope not. I really like GTA.
Yeah. I mean, they already have the RPers doing their work for them. They don't even have to build a community. They made their own freaking community.
Oh yeah, there's enough. There's always, everyone buys the new GTA.
Yeah,
even if you don't play it, bro. Like, I'll buy it and I'll just never play it. I'll just own it.
I bought GTA 5, but I don't play it.
Bro, how many freaking versions of Skyrim do y'all have? I think I have them all.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
I had Skyrim on PS3 and then I bought it again on Steam. Oh, and I also had the VR version too. So I have
me too. I have all those too. Oh, it's so funny, bro.
See, that's the importance. That's the importance of experience. Like you can make a lot of experiences out of one game, right? That doesn't exist in Web3 yet. It just doesn't. Like I might play Superior because it's a roguelite. Have you played Superior yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I play that game a lot because it's fun and it's challenging to me. I still haven't completed a full run, so like it's still a challenge to me. But like I'm also playing solo, so I'm trying to do it in a solo run, right? So that game gives me a lot of replay value, even though the level's really like easy to navigate and the AI sometimes is easy to fight. Sometimes they're like ganging up on you, right? But like that game has a lot of replay value to me. But like that, other than that game, I can't really think of anything else that I can boot up and play and expect a new experience every time.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was funny. I'm looking at the Discord waypoint, and they have us in our voice channel right now that we're at. Somebody snipped it. It'd be like they're waiting for matchmaking. Kobe. That's funny, dude.
How often do they talk on Discords in there?
Oh, it's a very active Discord. It's very good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to visit in there more.
Yeah, it's nice. Everybody in here is talking and having fun.
Yeah, I think the more people that are involved with a united message, bringing content to the space, it's kind of gonna be like us, like locked arms, like we will not tolerate this. We will not support your game. We will not shill it to our audiences if you do X. If you do this though,
Garbage.
if you do this, what we request, we are going to not ever stop talking about your game because you're doing something groundbreaking. I'm still waiting for that.
Well, there's gonna be some good games.
Yeah.
Forge Arena's coming out on Epic Games. That one's gonna be pretty tight.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of that. That's fun.
I play a lot of that. Just waiting for it to actually. We need players. That game will pop off. That game will steamroll once it's got players. But they need to have the platform.
They need what MetaOps has, which is an in-game browser. Because I hate. You remember when Battlefield 3 came out with a browser-based serverless thing? I hated that. I love the fact that I can boot up the game and then look through all the servers in game. I hated that I have to go to a browser and navigate the server I wanted to join, and then it would launch it like a crypto game.
Oh, the Forge Arena has servers, and you pick which one you want to jump in. They're very few though, and then they're always empty right now, which is horrible.
It's like on the launcher. It's not like an in-game thing.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah, it's on the launcher.
It just feels unnatural to have like a separate thing. It should just be inside the game. I don't know.
Yeah, that does make sense there.
It's little things like that. I equate that to like the Meta Quest not having legs. That's kind of how I feel about it.
You know which one I really like right now that has a ton of progression? For me, progression is everything in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Blade Right.
I still haven't gotten access to that.
Oh, I have a code. I'll give it to you right now.
Oh, sweet.
Bro, Blade Right is the shit. Do you want one too, Rim? Rick? Rockton? Are you there? Guess he stepped away.
Yeah, he might have stepped away.
I have a couple more, I think. Let me see. Dude, it's so good, bro. I mean, the progression is progression on progression on progression. It's crazy. It's like this game has the progression that I think all these kind of games should have. It's a battle royal, but no, it's not guns. It's like warriors, classes. It's pretty sick.
Oh, is it kind of like it's that game that starts with an N and it's like Chinese Dynasty?
Oh, Naraka, yeah, it's kind of like Naraka, bro. It's kind of like Naraka.
The Naraka has NFTs too, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I think they were integrating NFTs into like their latest updates of the game, like last year.
I'm gonna give you this one. Let me know if it works. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter so I can just keep track of the ones I sent.
Bet. I appreciate that, bro. I've been trying to. Man, people are like, play Blade Right. I'm like, I don't have access. How am I supposed to play the game you're shilling me if I can't get in?
This game is good. Alright, send it to you.
Oh, I have an account? I don't think I do.
Progression on progression on progression.
Yeah, like even what was that game that what was his name? Really cool dude. Graslow. Old Door. That game. I found some bugs with it, but I liked what I played. I just didn't have enough in there. You know what I mean?
Old Door is hard, bro.
Yeah, it's like a cross between Elden Ring and like an
Demon's
MMO.
Souls.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, I'm about to beat this game, bro. And then they killed me and I was like 56 kills. I was like, what the hell, bro? These people have like 500 kills. I'm like, holy hell no. I ain't gonna, I'm done. Like, I'll never compete. Like, I'm gonna wait for the open world and the PvP.
Yeah, the highest I got was 100 kills.
I don't know, bro. I got a brand new gaming chair, all comfortable. And even then, my shoulders were already burning at 56. I was like, nah, dude.
Bro, I love my gaming chair, but it's kind of a scam, bro. The office chairs are so much more comfortable after a few hours. Like these chairs hurt my butt.
Nah, well, when they're old, they hurt. But these new ones, man, dude, they're firm. You know, like I don't know. I like it because I have an office chair too from work, and I'd rather be in this gaming chair. It has a back support, back massager, legs can go up and all that. It's great.
Wait, what did you get? What the hell?
My wife bought it for me. It's called a Bossin. Bossin.
Because I have a Secret Labs chair.
Bossin is pretty sick.
I mean, technically I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 gaming chairs, but yeah.
Hey, did you fix your cards already on the Harvest? Your decks? You can adjust your decks already, so you can pick whatever. Like ring protection, I'm taking off because I don't plan on being in the ring. I've never played, but I'm assuming.
No, only thing I did with the Harvest is try and play, and then I waited an hour on stream and didn't get a match. So, and I tried both servers. So I would love to play the Harvest. It looks awesome, but I just haven't been able to.
The artwork is great. The characters look awesome. There's a lot going on here that I like.
Matchmaking happened?
Wait, what's up?
Matchmaking? Which game are you playing?
Yeah, what are you playing, Pooty?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into the game, into Harvest. But I was telling Rock, when I think you were gone, I was telling you if you ever played Blade Right.
No.
It's a battle royal. I have codes if you want one.
Okay.
You want one? Okay. It's a battle royal, like kind of like Naraka.
I don't know. I really
It's like a battle royal, but they're classes. Like there's a blade, like an assassin. There's a mage. There's like a dwarf.
Yeah. I played what it called Mobile Legends. Game. Also played couple of Dota 2 games.
Get a good look at me before you meet your
Well, this is very
ancestors.
different than that. It's like a battle royal.
Okay.
You have a
VR where
booba waifu in the game. I'm playing it right now.
Oh, you got it to the Blade Right?
Yeah. I already had it downloaded. I just didn't have the code.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'll give you a code, Rock, if you want to check it out. It's really fun. It has really good progression. Every single class you can progress, and you also get an overall ranking. And there's a battle pass and everything, bro. That's all. It's already included. You don't have to buy anything. As a matter of fact, the only way you can unlock skins in the game is by playing tournaments and earning coin. You can't buy anything yet.
Is that
Time for a private
regular game
dance.
or blockchain game?
It's a blockchain game.
Okay, then sure. Give me.
You want one? All right, cool. Let me see. All right, let me know if it works. It's called Blade Right. Here, I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
I feel bad for playing this game in their Discord, but the game isn't working. So like, what am I supposed to do? This is the second time I try to stream their game.
Do you enjoy dancing? I do.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Do you have
There.
a channel?
I sent it to you in your Discord messages.
Time for a private dance.
And like, dude, the thing is, they haven't even shared my messages for the game. They haven't created the Play Now Discord channel.
Yeah, I noticed.
You know, like, dude, they just gotta get on the ball, bro. I don't know if you heard me. I was like, action,
Yep.
execute before I logged off.
No, I heard
How
that. I heard that.
how long does it take to create a channel to Play Now?
5 seconds.
Like, queue up here.
Get a good look at
You
me
know,
before you meet your ancestors.
They have a Discord that has how many people? 50,000.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Do you enjoy dancing?
And we
Mostly
can't
fake.
get a game? Yes.
Mostly fake.
There's 280 players online supposedly in the Discord.
Bullshit. I've been sitting in queue for like a day and a half.
No, you can look at my VOD. I did 60 minutes and then it didn't let me leave the queue and I had to exit the game.
Get a good look at me.
What's your in queue? You're in queue for life.
For real.
Do you enjoy dancing?
Okay, this is a cool game though. The other one.
Hell yeah, it is. It's like one of my favorite. It's like really like the only playable badass game right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do a separate stream for this because the thumbnail shows a different game. Which is
Get to
kind of
level
the
10.
This is
And
kind
then
of
we'll
the
play
shitty
duos.
part of streaming on YouTube because
Ancestors.
if I want to play another game, like I'll either have to do like a lot of thumbnails or just make it my face.
It doesn't matter. Just put like just put your face and then make snips of different games and then use that to upload to YouTube and TikTok and all that.
Oh no, this is definitely getting uploaded for sure. The thing about streams is that I can always take the content and make it into a video. Like I could talk over it or I could upload it again, like whatever.
Do you enjoy dancing? I do.
This girl is creeping me out the way she talks.
Yeah, it's weird. She just talks throughout the whole fight.
Yeah, she reminds me of like, do you play League of Legends?
No, I don't want to because then I'll get addicted.
Well, if you ever play League and play Akali, she likes to talk like this a lot. And I'm like, shut
But
up,
the thing is,
Akali.
those top-down ones I can't get into, but like Smite and Paragon, oh my god, bro, amazing.
Get a good look
Paragon
at me
especially.
before you meet
Paragon
your
is
ancestors.
it's like a action
Can't believe my
boba.
baby's dying.
Hi,
Like right
I'm-
behind the it's behind their
I'm
shoulder.
I'm kind of noob here, so how to unlock, the code in Steam?
Oh, okay. Well, it's not in Steam. This is for Blade Right. It's a different game. So go to Twitter. Let me give you the link, I guess.
That's why I couldn't redeem from Steam. I
My
thought
baby's dying.
No, it's all good. Here, let me give you the link to their website. Okay,
Get a good look
copy
at me
that.
before you meet your ancestors.
Okay, that's the link to their website, and there you can download the game, and then you could create an account there, and then you use that code. I think you need the code to download the game.
okay. 2.7 GB, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. The gameplay is what's really good, and the
Do
progression.
you enjoy dancing?
I love it.
I do.
The graphics are low. I think they do that on purpose so more people can play it.
You can't adjust it right.
I think you can, but I don't know. Man. I haven't even looked at it. I left it at
Time
normal
for a
settings.
private dance.
I'm turning this game off, bro. This game's not gonna let us play. This is bullshit. I'd rather get on Blade Right. They're not doing on their part either to. They're not doing on their part to get anybody to play. So it's
For a
ridiculous.
private
I
dance.
heard that Binance is investing on this game, Harvest.
On what game? On Harvest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that in the meeting there. Well, believe it when I see it, man. You hear a lot of shit in the
Time
space.
For a private dance.
But
Yeah, I'll
I'm
wait for that official announcement before I start talking about my shit.
No, but I think they are because I work in a project. They also said the same that Binance is kind of investing on Harvest.
So
That's why I was interested to playing Harvest to see how good the gameplay is, but it's not let me get into the game.
yep, same.
I have to wait.
This is odd because there's 3 of us trying to get in a game. How many more players do you need? You only need 5 people, right? 5 more?
I would
think
assume 6.
Oh, is it 3-on-3 or what is it? 5-on-5?
Yes.
I think it's 3-on-3.
I guess 4 versus 4. There are 4 characters. I don't know. But
They told me it was gonna be trios for the start.
it's sure that they don't have enough players. That's why we couldn't matchmaking.
They
Are you
need
in a
to do
game right now?
They need to do IRL events, bro. That's what they need to do.
Yep.
Yeah. I think so. Do you have channel, Pundi?
Yeah. I have
I
got my Twitter, my YouTube.
Send me
and
your
TikTok.
YouTube link.
Bro, I got you. Thank you.
You haven't sent me your YouTube, have you?
I don't know. You might have seen it on one of the videos or the things that I post on Twitter. I'm not sure.
I don't think I've subscribed to you yet.
Oh, that'd be great. I would love that. It's hard, man, to get freaking subs.
I
Still
will
not-
give you subscribe. I have
Nice,
2
man.
accounts.
Oh, sweet. That'd be sick, dude. Even better. Let me send it to you too, just in case, bro.
I got it.
Wow.
Oh, you got it?
guys
Nice,
are-
nice.
Yep.
You guys are all in on games. That's good.
But
Yeah.
see,
I
I
mean-
also stream traditional games too. So like, even though I am very, very focused on Web3, I still want to play regular games to remind those that are trying to build in this space, this is the quality you want to get to someday. So
Definitely. We can't forget that.
Yeah.
I'm also attached to Apex, so that's where the harvest could have like taken away from me for a little bit, but you know, this is not a good showing so far, so
Well, Games are games. They are not separate. Web3 and Web2, they're not, man.
yeah.
They're in the same bucket. They're competing for the same players. That's why I always say you cannot have a great game and think you're gonna onboard the masses. You have to have the best game.
Are you guys regular on YouTube? I mean,
Yes.
are you post regularly?
I post at least 1 video a day, and I kind of take the weekends off because family time.
Hey, how can? I mean,
It's
how,
for me the strategy is to be efficient, right? Like all my thumbnails, they're real simple. I just fill in the game. It's either a game now title, which is blue, or a gameplay title, which is red.
I
So
got it.
I just plug those in because I don't have time, bro. Like I have a full-time job, I have a baby, I have a wife. You know, there's very little time for me to do it. So I make it all, you know, fast. I do all my videos in one take. I don't edit anything. I just do it and post it. Because you know the information's decent. It doesn't have to be the best in the world, but it just has to be out there. That's the thing, bro. It's like a lot of people think too much about
True.
being perfect, and then they give themselves all these excuses, reasons. They talk themselves out of not doing shit, and then they end up doing nothing. So my strategy is just go, execute, do it, post it, go, do another one, do it, post it, go. So I can post 3 videos in a day easily in like an hour if I really wanted to.
I also thought about making content. I have a YouTube channel, but the problem is I can't I can't be regular. I mean, for you are you know you are showing your face on camera, but I don't show. So that's the problem.
You don't have to.
I have
Trust
to
me,
collect
bro.
a lot of you know what it called footage.
You know,
Create the
you
video.
you can literally start posting content right now if you want to. You could just make a video, or you can even do it on your phone. You can just record your screen, and then just you could say something. You don't have to say anything. You can just show your gameplay. All you gotta do is stop talking yourself out of it, bro. That's the only thing. Stop talking yourself out of it.
You gotta
That's
let
it.
go of the fear of judgment, because people aren't always gonna agree with what you say or like what you do, and you just gotta put stuff out there. Put yourself out there. Be your authentic self. And my quantity is lower because I focus more on live streaming because I come from Twitch. So I try to make content based off of what I'm doing, but I do make videos periodically on topics that I want to like talk about. And I am making a show that I'm going to do every Friday where I like do like a news roundabout of like what I've seen in Web3.
Yeah, I like to make content on like investigation type or what it called documentary type content, but I do obviously in my local language, not English. So
Yeah, do it. Do it.
You
Do
could
it,
be the
man. That
first in
sounds
your local
impressive.
language though, you know?
not the first. There are many.
Nah, there's chingos. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Yeah, dude. There's chingos of people making videos over there.
Are you Hispanic?
Yeah.
Half Puerto Rican, half Dominican.
Oh, nice.
I was
Yeah.
like, chingos, I know that word.
So you have the best freaking barbecues then.
Yeah.
The
Damn.
thing is, the problem is in my country, crypto is not legal. So that's a big issue. So that's why I tend
Yeah.
to not, reveal my identity on YouTube.
Yeah, that's definitely something you gotta
But,
watch out for.
Time for a private
But
dance.
it's funny that blockchain is legal. I mean, how could blockchain is legal and crypto is not legal? I don't understand that. NFTs
So they
are
don't want
not
it. They don't want us to have anything, bro.
legal.
Yep.
NFTs
They
are
don't want
legal, right? Not crypto.
They don't want us to have anything that may benefit us, because if you start making content, you start building up some sort of community, then you don't need to do the 9 to 5 grind.
Do you enjoy
Not like it'll
dancing?
happen right away, but if you're consistent and you do it every single day for like 2 years, you're gonna start making decent amount of money. But you have to do it straight, and that's what they don't want. They don't want people not to be grinding their ass off in their fields.
Also, I think crypto is like completely enemy of banks. So they don't want that to happen. So that's why
Get a good
they try
Yeah.
to get
ancestors.
I think eventually they will legalize crypto because
Do you
slowly
enjoy dancing?
we are
I
evolving.
do.
Actually, we are
Time to
developing
go
country,
back
so
to the shadows.
it needs time to connect with new technology. And as people from
Quiet.
upper
You're
head
breaking
side,
my
they
dances.
really not really understand crypto. that much, but
Mhm.
the thing is they are trying now be- because for the last 2 years we have blockchain Olympiad in our country. So slowly it's gaining popularity. So I believe within 2025
Time for a
we will
private
get the
dance.
legalized crypto.
Yeah, it's gonna pop off. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
huge market.
By the way, how old are you? I mean, how old are you?
I'm 39. I'm already getting up there, bro. Been around for a while. Oh, my son. He's like, whoa, you're old. Did you hear him? He was like, wow. Sorry about all the Miss Rachel in the background, or else my son won't let me do anything.
And crypto Hadottv, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Time for a private dance.
How old are you?
I'm just 21.
You just turned what?
Yeah, 21.
21? Oh man, that's
For a
perfect, bro.
private dance.
Start creating content now.
Yeah, you're early to the space, bro.
Start creating content now, so by the time you're our age, you already have a freaking empire, and then you
I am
can
there
Do
you can
you
hire
like
us.
dancing?
Yeah.
I do.
Not really. I'm here for like 2018. First, I got into 2018. It was really early. I mean,
Yeah.
depends on the circumstances
Get
that
a
we
good
have in
look
our country.
before you make
Because
your ancestors
that time, uh, nobody knows about crypto that much. But I searched in the internet and suddenly I got to know about
You're
Ethereum.
breaking my
And
dance.
I thought, what is Ethereum? So then I began to search about that, and then I found out that it's a big industry, and that's how my interest went into crypto. And
Do
then
you
I
enjoy
learned
dancing?
about
I do.
more and more innovation in
Time
crypto
to go
space.
back to the shadows.
That's how I got into crypto, and because I was very interested in crypto, I now I'm studying in computer science
Time
engineering.
for a
Just
private
because I am
dance.
interested in crypto, I went to study computer science so that I can be a developer in future in blockchain development or kind of things. I don't know,
Time
but
for a
that's why
private
I got
dance.
into the.
I can't believe my egg is dying.
So I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna take my son to go play for a while. I will catch you all later.
All right, brother.
sure.
Stay in touch. Stay in touch.
Oh, let me add you here as a friend on Discord, Rock, real quick.
Yes,
'Cause you're gonna hire me one day. I'm telling you. Start making content today.
Absolutely.
I actually made a video. I'm gonna tell you guys. I haven't told
Do you
anybody yet.
enjoy
I made a
dancing?
video
I do.
of how I upload video and how I upload content. And my plan is, and what I was thinking about doing was selling it, for just so I could start making some money off of it. Because people will buy, people buy digital products all the time, and that's like really where the best way to sell is digital products, right? And the only thing I kind of know how to do is this, so hopefully it benefits somebody. So when you said that, like, how do you do it? It made me like kind of reaffirmed me, like maybe yeah, people kind of do. Maybe they want to know how you upload more than one video a day and more than two videos, So, so real low price tag, and I already made the video, but I haven't put it out there yet because I was kind of
you
like,
should, you should.
I was kind
Because
of thinking
for
like,
me,
should I or not? But
Put it on Udemy.
I gotta
for
take
me,
my own
so
advice,
hard. Last time I made a video on NFT, that how NFTs are right now isn't in a good position. So that video, it took me 18 hours to edit that video. I mean,
Oh,
that's,
oh, so you know how to edit?
I used
yeah,
to
I
dance
edit
in
my
Yeah.
the
own
shadows.
video.
Damn, that's a good skill. Like I don't have time to edit anything. Dude, maybe if I start making some money, I can hire you as an editor. Shit.
Bro, you should make a Udemy course and put that stuff on Udemy.
I don't know what that is.
Look it up. Look it up.
We'll talk later about it. I'm gonna take my son to go play. I'll catch y'all later.
For sure, man.
Okay.
Take care.
I don't know. I mean, I can edit, but not as professional. Just as beginner.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. That's the bottom line is you gotta start somewhere. Like when you start, the sky is the limit. You know, the amount of time you put into something, that's where you get the retention and the skills. You know.
Yeah, and that's the reason I try everything, like in investing kind of stuff. Also, I work in a project. I told you I work in gaming as a moderator on their social media. Also,
Nice.
I have to study because I study in computer science. That's also hard. So I try to do everything, but yeah, I want to attach with crypto, like, because I think if you are in the crypto space for a long time, eventually you will do good.
Yeah,
Many
and
people
we're
come
all
and go.
early here.
Yeah, many people come and go. They don't uh, stuck here for a long time. But those people who stuck here for a long time, eventually they will be rewarded, because I am here from 2018. In the first couple of months or first couple of years, it wasn't that much good. But when the bull market happened, then I earned a lot of money,
Yep.
because I am just 20 back then. That money was a big deal for me. Even
Absolutely.
if I do a job in my country, I won't get that much money. So that's why I stuck. I want to stick with cryptocurrency for a long time. And then I thought that I am here for a long time. I have a lot of experience that my local pupils who are now new in the crypto, they don't have. So that's why I started making videos. Not really, I just made like 7 8 videos, and already I got many attention. They are like really praise me a lot, and they want to know more about crypto. So that's kind of cool thing. That's why I make videos. So
Yeah, drop
yeah.
me your channel so I can subscribe.
Okay, I already subscribe you from that channel, but okay, I will send you in the message.
Oh, the one that you subscribe, that's your channel?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's beyond the cryptoverse.
Okay, because it said something different whenever you subscribed.
Okay, no problem. I
Yeah, just
send you I send you a link. That's the
sounds good.
latest video. It's my local language, so I think you won't understand anything. But yeah, because
Yeah, I might not understand, but I'll still like, hit the like
I,
button and
I,
all that
I
stuff.
don't show my face, but I use a lot of footage collecting from like stock footage, image. Also, I used many YouTube videos, other content creators like big channels, their videos. I cut them smaller parts part, and then I edit. It's a long process, but somehow I managed to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yes.
And it's good that you're
Also,
21 and already starting this, so you're gonna have
al-
the leg up on the competition.
yeah, but I just started, so only 192 subscribers so far.
Yeah, that's more than me.
Well, you have advantage, I guess, because you make content in English. You have a lot of audience, and you can
Yeah,
grow much
it's true.
faster.
That is true. The market in the US is a bit bigger than others. But have you explored like the idea of maybe doing content like on a TikTok or something, like a shorter time span to like actually edit, because that can get you a lot of views too, and that'll
The problem is, if I have to do video on TikTok, uh, there I won't get the crypto or enthusiasm audience in TikTok from my country. That's the issue. If
yeah,
I do short videos, probably I will do in English, but I just a little bit shy
yeah, I
talking to English.
understand.
yeah, because I am not so comfortable yet, but I tried to be. That's why I'm talking to you, so that my English is improved a little
That's
bit.
good, man. That's good.
Because you know, I write all the time English, so my writing skill is good, but I don't speak with anyone in English, so that's why my vocabulary is not that much good. But what it called, whatever, it's not so good, but I try.
Hey, well, you're already starting off on a good foot, man. You just got to keep at it. Got to stay consistent with it.
Yeah.
I think that the biggest thing with like YouTube is the consistency. So like as long as you're
Exactly.
regularly uploading content, like you're gonna get an audience at some point. Especially if the content is good, you know?
Yeah, but the problem is it takes a lot of time because I work alone, and I have to research about any topic. So, like this NFT, I researched like 10s or 20 articles, lot of YouTube videos, and then I make a script out of it. And it took me like 7 days to research, and then it took me 1 day to record, and then 2 days to edit. So it's like 10 to 12 days time frame. So it's a long time. So,
Yeah.
and I also made video like 17-minute, 14-minute. So it's a long video. So I am thinking about making shorter version, like 3 to 5 minute videos. But as I have to speak in my native language, so I have to kind of translate those script from English to my language. So it took me a lot of time because those terms are easy in English, but not so easy in Bangla. I can't use Google Translator because that will just kill the momentum or kill the vibe of the video. So it's a little bit tough, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's true. You got to figure out what works for you and stick with it.
yeah. So
Uh,
do you make videos on crypto related? I mean, normal
um
crypto. Do you review normal crypto project?
so my focus is on this channel is primarily geared towards the gaming. I do also like if I find a social platform that I like. For instance, there's a platform I like called Score Milk. You can wager Tron for like a little blockchain game, and you can like do different amounts that you want to wager. So I like to focus on like what's going on in Web3, and that's just basically like what you're doing. For instance, that's something that's going on in Web3 with gaming.gg, and then if there's any tournaments going on, if there's news that I want to talk about, like I covered Square Enix was getting into NFTs. They want to implement that in their games. And Square Enix, I think, made a partnership or is involved with Guild of Guardians, which is a blockchain-based game that has an
Yeah, I know.
esports presence.
Yeah. I saw them. They're good.
Yeah, and then I'll do reviews too. So I reviewed a game called Oath of Peak, and it's a free-to-play MMORPG game that you can mess with NFTs in that game, and it's on mobile game only, or for the start at least. At some point, it'll be on PC as well. But yeah, that's what I pretty much focus on. I try to do reviews on games, and I also try and cover topics that I want to talk about. Like I made a video like the issues with Web3 gaming right now, and some of the things that you've mentioned I've already talked about in that video. But it's good to have like that message on a lot of channels, because if a lot of people are united on that front, then people will be like, wow, like everyone kind of agrees that this is not the way to go about games in Web3 or blockchain games, however you want to call them. But that's pretty much all I focus on.
You should also made a video that how blockchain gaming has the potential in 2023.
It's a good idea.
Those people like those things, like
Yeah, like
as
things to
your
look forward to in 2023.
yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
You made a video like three major issues with Web3 gaming that
Yeah.
need to be at this kind of videos people watch a lot. I mean, normal videos like your normal content also people will watch, but this type of videos have chance to lot of more people who wants to learn something in
Uh-huh.
blockchain game what it is. So they will watch this type of videos are good.
Hmm. Good idea.
Yeah, your thumbnail is good. I mean, most of the thumbnail is unique.
Yeah, I've tried to experiment with different ones just to see which ones do better, but I'm really attached to the metaverse background, like the neon looking one, and then I like my live thumbnails too because I like to put myself in there because since I am putting my face out there, I might as well put myself in the thumbnail so people they can see like
You have
that's
a
who I am.
good advantage as your face is online because otherwise it would have been like too much hard collect
Yeah,
footage. You have to synchronize your voice to the footage so that people can understand what you want to say. It was
yeah.
hard, but as you also I see you have also video HBAR Hedera hash graph.
So
Hedera,
I
you oh sorry you have posted that video long ago, so no
which video?
problem. HBAR and Ubisoft partner to grow gaming on Hedera Hashgraph.
Yeah. That was when they announced that they joined the Ubisoft. Ubisoft
Yeah,
joined the governing council back then. So I was trying to
Hedera
do a video on that. Yeah.
Hedera Hashgraph has a good blockchain back that time. I mean, I think they are good for gaming
Yeah, I
blockchain.
mean it's relatively low costs.
Low
Um,
cost. But I
like
think they have the issue of scaling because Polygon is doing great because it's a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. Polygon address and Ethereum address are the same.
yeah,
Same as BNB chain also doing good because of the same address. But when you go completely different way, it's hard to people to connect with you because Hedera Hashgraph has completely different types of address. People have to go a completely different way to connect
yeah,
with them. But if you have like BNB chain and Polygon has uh, growth a lot of because I guess because the same address of Ethereum, people don't have to change their address. They just have to shift to another uh, blockchain through the same wallet.
yeah. That's a good point. That is a great point.
That's why
Um,
Polygon is doing great, I guess.
yeah, so I started with XRP, and I was like,
Okay.
kind of like only XRP for a long time. Then I started looking at other things, and I got into Cardano and HBAR and
Yeah.
XLM. And then I started to get more into the Ethereum ecosystems like Polygon and Avalanche and all that stuff. And that's kind of where I've ended up is dealing with Ethereum. Like I just got like my profile pic is a Lazy Ape Yacht Club. And I got that today. So
Okay.
I just started getting into Ethereum more and more. And as XRP goes up in value, I will be trickling more money into Ethereum projects because I've been hanging out with those Ethereum crowd a lot more than I have the XRP crowd. Because the thing is, when I started with XRP, I was like into it because of like how cheap it was and how fast it was. And then everybody was like anti everything else. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that people were having that attitude. I wanted to embrace the space and there's good and bad, but like I want to call them the ugly because they're the ones that don't want to like look around and see what else is out there. And I had the same sentiment to Bitcoin maxis that don't care about anything else than just Bitcoin and they call everything else a scam. Like I don't like those people either. What I do like is people that are embracing different blockchains and just dealing with different blockchains and understanding how they work. And I have NFTs on Cardano, I have NFTs on XRP, I've got NFTs in Ethereum, I've got NFTs on HBAR. So like I'm going all over the space, seeing like what's being built here, like what value is being derived. And that's how I got out of like watching charts every day. I started diving into communities and like what the NFT people are doing, because like they're hosting IRL events, they're doing tournaments, they're doing giveaways, and that led me to gaming, the gaming side of Web3. So yeah, I kind of just try and I use Web3 as a term to kind of incorporate everything that is going on in crypto, because like I don't want to alienate certain blockchains. Like Solana, I have a little bit of interest in that as well, so I dived into that ecosystem a little bit and got my NFTs in that. And then Polygon, I haven't really touched too much, but I do have Polygon. Like I bought that a long time ago, and I've been looking into what games are being built on Polygon. I've also hang out in the Twitter spaces there. So I'm trying to absorb as much information as possible. So like whenever people come to my channel, they can see me as like a guru or like the source. But like I don't want people to utilize me as a source. I want people to refer to me as like the guy that got them to the source. So like that's my goal, is to get like normal people curious or onboarded, and like I'm not going to do that for them, they have to do that. Like that's the thing. I want people to take accountability of their actions. So I don't ever try to focus on like money prospect. I don't try to focus on, oh, this game can make you $100 a day, or like I don't want to put that message out there, because it's already been put out there. And I've received that message, and it's not true. It's just not true. It's just a way to get people to watch your video. And it's like everything in life, and this is my opinion, this is like a kind of more broad way of thinking about things, but everything in life, like everything in life, you have to put the time and effort in. And that when you put the time and effort in, things will happen. That's all I'm going to say. Like things will happen for you. And so like that's my experience in life. Like I put the time and effort for the gym, I get results. I put in time and effort to work on playing basketball, I play better basketball. I put the time and effort to play Apex better, I play better Apex. You know what I mean? You take the time to acquire a skill and master a skill, and you get better at that skill, and that skill will pay off. That's what I'm trying to convey the message, basically.
You're absolutely right. And actually we needs to evolve with crypto space, because it's changing in within crypto space. The terms, the innovations changes so fast, right? When XRP was good back then, that time, but later people begin to understand it's only fast and cheap. Other than that, they don't have enough utility to solve
Mm-hmm.
other problems. Then Ethereum has the ability to to use for NFTs, DApps, uh, DeFi kind of things. But Bitcoin don't have those abilities. So many people shifted from Bitcoin to Ethereum, and some Bitcoin maxi said is a scam, but it doesn't matter, right? Ethereum solving the problems. So then Ethereum price went so high, the gas price was skyrocketing. That time, other blockchain came to the space and feeling the what it called. They are just like competing, or you can say kind of alternative Ethereum. So there are many uh, blockchains that solves the scaling issue. Those
Mm-hmm.
are solving the transaction fees issue. Fast transaction scaling solution is good. So there are many other projects like Polygon, Cardano, Solana, Phantom, uh, AVAX, those kind of projects. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how those projects are doing great during that bull market. And that's how it is. There will be new technology, there will be new blockchain. You have to think which you have to check which blockchain has a better output, which can do good. So you have to try everything, right? So that's how the market will be competitive. The technological part will be competitive. Now we have many blockchain. So that's why every project tries to do better than others. So if there are a monopoly that only one or two blockchain will be there, then they don't they will not they don't have the then they will not have the hunger right now the projects have. So that's how I
Yeah.
think competition is good
Yep.
for innovation or for doing good. Now Ethereum is trying hard to get the ETH 2.0. So I think that's it.
Oh, they definitely got the 2.0 out. They well, the
Yeah,
staking is out.
yeah, already halfway. They are already halfway.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of like just like I still got my XRP bag. I had an Ethereum bag, but I traded it when we were up a few years ago, so I made good profits on that. I also had a quant bag that I pulled out too early, but because I pulled out at $20 and then that went up to 300. So like if I would have waited, that would have been like life changing. But you know, you live and you learn. You know, like you gotta go through life with trials, tribulations, and you know you get stronger from trauma. Like any kind of adversity, you get stronger, and there's no better teacher in life than experience. So I definitely have that, and I've brought my experience to the Web3 gaming side of things, and I will continue to do that until we get good products. And then when we get good products, the conversation will shift from "Where's the killer app?" to "I'm getting destroyed in this game. Help me."
I, right now in crypto space, uh, some terms will be good for future. I guess one is blockchain gaming. Another is I guess AI because it's now hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
And there is another thing I think what it called uh, decentralized future trading.
Mm.
I think those terms will be good for the next bull market.
I like that you mentioned AI because I actually use Chat GPT when I'm stuck, like trying to make the video like outlined. Like, how do I want to structure it and like get it put together? Also, like generating ideas. I use Chat GPT for that. Chat GPT has been really beneficial for like idea like creations and
I
stuff.
also use Chat GPT sometimes. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah, it was the fastest application to get a million users. So it used to be
Yes, so
TikTok.
fast.
It took a couple months, but now this one took 5 days.
Yeah,
5 days.
1 million.
Not even a
Right.
full week, bro. Not even a full week. It's
I think
crazy.
it's just a small portion of it. I guess AI is now evolving a lot, and I think more and more AI project we are gonna see in future. It's just a
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, the thing that's cool about Chat GPT is it's open source, so anyone can build on top of it.
That's good because couple of months ago there are mid journey any AI like any
Mm-hmm.
you say any word or line the AI will generate a picture of a digital art of that word. So it was great, but then they made it like paid $10 or $30 per month. But
Yeah.
Chat GPT it's still free, and I think that's why it's doing great.
Yeah, I paid for Mid Journey just to like use it, but I don't really use it anymore. So like I might cancel that subscription.
Yeah, yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, but I think ChatGPT is good, and we are gonna see more and more AI project in future.
Absolutely. And the people that utilize these tools the best to their advantage to make them stand out from the rest, like content creators or like bloggers or whatever you use chat GPT for. The people that use that are going to be ahead in society, I think.
Yeah, people are saying that AI will kill the jobs, but I think it won't. But people who can use AI, they are gonna be benefited a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like you might be like trying to make a concept for something, and you
Yeah,
type it out, and then you're like, okay, I have an idea of what I want. I'm not going to do this, but I have an idea. Or you might use the concept as like your reference, like so you're going to reference certain things in an prompt that you typed up. Like there's a lot. The sky's the limit. You know, these are just tools at the end of the day. Like
yeah,
the tools aren't going to take your job. Like just because the AI thing was able to pass a test that is a hard test to take doesn't mean that it's going to be utilized as a worker. Like it's just a database, or it's pulling from databases that it
thing
sees.
is we have to be more skillful, like normal works, kind of what it called like spreadsheet management, like the freelancers do.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Logo design, not logo design, but kind of those short tasks, those will be
Yeah.
replaced by AI. But people who can use AI, they will be much more benefited. And I think people should upgrade their skills, otherwise AI will easily replace their work.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think it's a push to the human being that they have to be more innovative. Otherwise, AI is ready to take over.
Yeah, I mean, I just see people complaining about it online, but when you look at really what's going on here, it's a tool that you could use to your benefit.
Yeah.
All right, man, we've been chatting for a while. I'm actually gonna hop off the stream, man, but it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, sure. Nice. We are here for a couple of hours, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice to get a perspective of someone that played Axie, because I didn't touch that game for a lot of reasons. But I hope that you continue your journey well. Keep making content, bro, and stay in touch, bro.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Good night.
Have a good night, brother.
Okay.
Bye. All right. So the harvest didn't happen. We actually were playing a different game called Blade Right. And that game is actually really fun. Like I don't know if I was playing bots, but the point of the game that I played instead of Harvest was that the game was interesting, fun, and something I hadn't played before. I can't say that for the Harvest because I still haven't played it. And I'm a little frustrated at this point because the Harvest, I can only play it for 7 more days. And I know they have a play session at 4 p.m. So like if I am awake, because I'm probably going to take a nap. I don't know why, but I only had like 3 hours of sleep. So like I'm probably going to take a nap and wake up and pray. I'm going to pray that the roads are not icy because I really want to see my volleyball fam. So that would be nice if that could happen. But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to just play Beat Saber or something to stay active at home. Also, I have turkey left over for the next 4 meals. Turkey and vegetables. So, like, that's my meals. But I'm so tired of turkey. If anyone has any suggestions out there as a better diet food solution other than turkey, don't say steak, because I know I was already making steak. And don't say fish, because I eat fish all the time. I mean, like, legit anything else. Like pasta, like good ideas for pasta recipes that are like low calorie and that'll help me like slim down and give me good workouts. Anything like that, I'm down to receive that. But for right now, guys, I'm ending the stream. Again, I would like to apologize that we didn't get to see any gameplay or play any gameplay rather. So hopefully sometime today or sometime this week we will play this game. And maybe they'll give us a quick update so we can play private servers or just do 1v1s, anything, bro. Let me play your game at like anything, bro. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you're watching the VOD and you made it to this point, you are a real one. I appreciate that fuck out of you. So please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the content I provided for you. Hit the like button as well because we are going to be making more content. More reviews are to come. Again, the show on Friday. I might have my first guest. I'm not going to talk about it just yet, but we'll be talking about it soon. Tomorrow I will do another live stream. And I might drop a video tomorrow too. We'll see. I might work on a video tonight. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Drop a comment if you want. Follow me on Twitter. All my socials are up here. This is my other left. All my socials are right here. Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. Follow me or subscribe to me on any of those platforms. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Harvest, if you watch this, can I please play